got to get a new intro.
church culture to world culture and everything in between. And now, your host,
What's up, Milwaukee and the world? Welcome to it. I was like, where we at? Welcome to another episode of the Saved in the City radio show. What's up, WGLB listeners? What's up, Facebook? What's up, YouTube? You guys are locked to the right place and the right time for your kingdom solutions for real world issues. So excited to be here each and every Friday. And sadly, this is the last Friday, y'all. Not forever. I felt somebody cry. I felt a tear.
I was about to cry.
It did feel like real, but it is. Listen, we're taking a break for the summer because we know y'all about to be outside, right? And we ain't about to be inside while y'all outside, especially after it's been COVID. Y'all, we can step out maskless if we want, And so again, I'm always excited to be here. This is a choice. Yeah. This Saved in the City radio show has been a choice. I'm working with people that I like, that I love.
Okay,
right. But here's the thing: I can love you and not like you.
This is true.
You know what I mean?
But I already know you.
But you know it's both. Period. It's period. I just need you to know. You both me. Okay, yeah. That's a whole lot of love. And so, right, and it's in the same way. I love being able to chat with the WGLB listeners, and for even the folks that are watching us on our social media platforms. It's great, but we're always looking to grow. We're always looking to expand, and just to say, okay, God, what's next? And hopefully that even in this, as we kind of talk through just kind of our intros and crew check-ins, that you guys are inspired by that. To sometimes we feel like when we start something that that's it, and if it don't work, it don't work, or if I get tired, I can't. You could stop if you want to. I'm not saying quit, but sometimes you got to stop. You got to reevaluate. You need to change some things. How do I level up? That's always the question. Especially if you're not always getting the results that you want, and so. For me, I'm excited just about what God is doing and what's next. There are some things that I'll be able to share with you guys where you can still stay connected to us. But the loose theme for today is to never forget what the Lord has done. Ooh, right? Ooh. Wow. Yeah. Right? Because we'll have all kinds of things that happen to us throughout the week or throughout the day, and we get real mad, and sometimes rightfully so. Mm-hmm. But we have to remind ourselves that, that God is, that He has done, and He will do it again.
And He is doing.
And He is doing. Okay?
That's right.
And so, I'm just excited to have the crew in here. So let's do some check-ins. What's up, T?
I don't want to check in.
Oh, but you already started, and we heard your voice. Check in.
No, this is the day that the Lord has made, and
you better start. When you ain't got nothing else to say, you be
like,
give me
a and be glad in it. No, this has been a great week up until today.
Okay, because what had happened was
So one of my things is going to coffee shops and different environments and kind of getting some work done with it helps me to be in sunlight and work. So I did that today like I normally do, and then I go out to leave, and I get in my car. Well, before I got in my car, I look at my car, and I'm like, I thought this was my car, but my car is not missing the bumper in the front. So this can't be my car because
clearly
my car
that's
don't
not
look
right.
Like this. So I would have to walk around to the back, look at the license plate.
Yes.
It's like, baby, this is my car. I know this is kind of where I parked, but yeah, my car don't look. So yeah, it was my car, and apparently somebody backed into it, broke me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar, and just kept driving.
What in the world? But what's going on with we kind of talked about that last week, with the cars. I think it was in top 5 you're doing too much moments of the week, flying into the side of the buildings.
Everything. Right? Yeah.
There was it's so hot in here. There was a movie back in the day. I think not Q-Tip, Lord. What was this rapper's name? It almost came to me. He's like, it's like the word for insane. Ludicrous.
Oh, it's the word for insane. It's so brilliant.
That was smooth.
So smart.
I couldn't think. But anyway, so Ludacris, he was in this movie. The movie was called Crash. Do y'all remember?
Yeah, I
remember
remember
that?
Crash, yeah.
It was. It might be a little bit before your time, Teach.
Don't.
You
Okay.
bet you was a baby. That's okay. Listen, embrace. You remember? Kewan said it was a good movie. No, what I'm saying, yeah, it was around when you were
was a
here,
really
but
good
you didn't
movie.
care about it. Like I
Right.
went, you know.
I was Disney.
You was into Disney. I'm still into Disney. What's wrong with me?
man.
But anyway, but in Crash, so it you know was people literally crashing into each other, but the underlying theme of it was that because people were so disconnected that they subconsciously started crashing into each other just to make connection, just to have connection. I was like,
Wow.
but why we got to do it like? Why
Right,
got to be
no,
that
it's
kind of
Gotta be
connection?
like that.
But no, because it requires like, okay, now I'm thinking about someone else, or now I got to talk to a person I never talked to before.
Yeah.
Like it was really interesting, the underlying theme of that. And I'm not saying you had a crash moment, but maybe yeah, that'll make you feel
And
better.
remember, maybe if they stood to tell me, "Oh, I hit your car,"
Now,
then we
that's
could have
the
had
part.
that.
Left a note, something.
Right, anything. They like, "Oh Lord, let me."
I don't
get
like
up outta
them.
here."
I don't either.
Okay, all right.
Oh.
Stefan Urkel.
Yeah.
Steven is back. Y'all haven't heard Steven's voice in a while. He's in
been a
the
minute.
building. How you feeling?
I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
You blessed.
And that means something different now.
Ooh,
Like,
Please tell the people. We were talking a little bit offline just about some of the things that you were doing. And usually, I just say y'all not here. I leave it up to y'all to kind of share what's happening or what's not happening, even if it's just a vacation. But yours wasn't a vacation.
no.
Tell us about what happened.
The short story is like I had vertigo, which also triggered my blood pressure. So there's a whole bunch of stuff going on at once.
Yeah.
Vertigo, for those who don't know,
Thank you, yeah.
an inflammation in your middle ear
Yeah.
that messes up. It makes you think the room is spinning when
Yeah.
it's not. And some people have it for like a few seconds, but mine lasted for days. So like, if you ever been on like a teacup ride or something at Great America, like picture spinning.
It's
and
fun
never
at
stop
first.
it. Yeah, you never stop it. So
Wow.
like, you can't walk, you can't go to the bathroom by yourself, nothing.
Oh,
So
my
I had
God.
to go to the hospital. And I told you one of the lessons I learned. Me and one of my guys took me the first because it was 2 hospital trips.
Yeah.
And, they hook you up to all this stuff and all
Mm-hmm.
your blood pressure. So they look at it. It was going down. They gave me some stuff. Me and him talked about a certain topic. And he said, dog, your blood pressure. He said, blood pressure don't go up and down quick. He said, yours went through the roof just from the mentioning of this topic.
Wow.
I
Wow.
said,
You gonna tell him?
And I wasn't even. It was about an
What
ex.
the topic,
No,
right?
It was about an ex. But
Wow,
That'll do
see?
it.
And he said,
That'll do
dog.
it.
He was like, you don't, and he said, you're not mad, you're not showing it, but your body
That's so
knows.
good.
That is
Like your body knows.
That's
And
a
the doctor
message.
even came in like, what did y'all talk about for it to do this again? I'm like,
something I don't want to.
I said, I wasn't mad, we were just talking about it. But yeah.
That unresolved, that's something else, that unresolved. And the thing is, y'all, you guys can feel as though, oh no, I'm fine, I'm handling it. But like what Stephen is saying is that your body knows that something is unresolved, right? And so then stress starts to build up in your body, and this is
Telling
where
you.
these different diseases are coming from. Not all of
telling
them, but some of them.
Yeah.
And it was crazy because, like, the first day we came out and, people prayed. And I'm like, that's cool. And one of the friends of the family told me, she was like, the Lord is telling me to tell you to brace yourself because it's going to get worse.
Jeez. And I've been like, you a lie.
Okay,
And I'm
I
thinking,
don't receive that
I'm
word.
thinking in my mind, like, worse maybe in a month or whatever. And literally the next day,
next
that's
day.
when the whole episode.
Wow.
Hard.
And the other things, you said you'd never experienced this
Never,
before.
never in life. I've never been in the hospital since I was like 4 with asthma. But other than that, no. And I'm
Lord.
like, that was so learning how to like walk again and all that stuff.
And you said that you just started therapy.
Yeah. Like,
Lord.
and you learn like your ears control everything. Like listening matters. Like your ears control like you going up steps and the distance between the steps so you don't trip.
So how deaf people learn? Because they learn it
They
without.
learn right.
So they already know.
And they have
But if
other
you go
mechanisms.
deaf, that's
Yeah.
something else.
That's it. If you go deaf, if you notice when people go deaf, they get a cane. And you're like, why do you need a cane if you can't hear per se? But that's why. Because your depth
Wow.
perception is controlled by your ear.
Oh my God.
So listening matters. And listening controls the direction that we really go. Your
Wait a
eyes
minute,
is
I heard I
That's
got a
a
whole
word?
spirit drop. That's
definitely a word. I'm like, okay.
Listening matters. So listening,
Controls where you
physically, it controls that, but then also listening inwardly
Yes.
to what's going on and not just, covering it up because I'm cool. Nah, that don't bother me.
That's
You
it.
know,
Right,
what's really
right.
going
That's
on?
really
Like,
going on.
unpack that stuff.
Yeah.
Lord, I got
And
some
being
unpacking to
calm
do on
doesn't
tonight
mean
because
you
I'm not about to be
unpacked it.
dizzy.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Being calm doesn't
I'm
mean
not.
you unpacked it. Not tripping doesn't mean you unpacked it. Like, your body know. You
Still
gotta,
packed.
so it's weird to be honest with people and be honest with, like, your blood pressure.
Friend, that's a lot. But we are so glad that you are better.
Yes.
And we're glad that you got revelation. Hallelujah. Okay. My goodness. And I know Sharice is on her way. And so she going to come in a little whirlwind, a little firecracker, and let us know how she's doing. But let's see. We got just a little bit more time. But again, just even in all of that, too. So the thing is, when we go through things, sometimes we want to forget about it. But let's remember, even how he's brought us out of that, because what if Dizzy never stopped?
Man, and like you said, when you're in it, you don't know if it's going to end.
That's the part.
I'm like, what if it's for life? And you feel like, I'm going to die. I want to die. Like,
I'ma die.
I don't want the room to spin.
Not forever. But you know what's so crazy about the body is because somehow it'll adapt to the spin.
That's it. It would. It would.
I mean, it may not be, all the way, but it'll adapt to the spin. God, the way God has made these bodies is absolutely bananas. There was something I was watching, I saw something on Facebook, and I almost didn't want to read it because the picture looked so gross. It was like a person's hand, and it was this thing in his hand. I thought it was like a rotten tooth or something like that. You saw that?
I shared it, yes.
And I was like, I'm scared to
I didn't know
look,
what
but it was something that made me want to read it. And so I read it through, and I think this dude had been shot
In the face. Before.
years ago. And they said the bullet would never unlodge.
He
But
was just talking one day, it fell out his mouth.
that
Well, it got stuck in his
and
throat.
he thought he was
had,
gonna choke.
Throat pain. And then
Right,
finally,
or it was like like a headache and some
he had
other
a headache
stuff.
and some stuff. And I guess he coughed it up.
And then he coughed, and it came out. Oh, I wish I had the picture. And it was a bullet.
And the bullet
It was a bullet.
exploded. Like, it
It-
hit. So, yeah.
So listen, y'all leave these old bodies alone. They work it out.
They'll do what they
My
need to do.
goodness. Or we don't have to go through all of this. Like, let's deal with some of our stuff.
Yeah.
So we don't have to deal with some of this trauma. But either way it goes, when we come out, let's shout the victory and remember where God has brought us
there's
from.
Pluses. It's like the good news was like losing 20 pounds in a week. So it's like, you know what? I'll take that.
Ooh, I want
When you
those
already
20
big,
pounds.
you don't see it.
No, I
but
just-
you see it, you feel
That
it.
just made me so excited in my heart when you said it. I'm
My
like,
heart.
it's possible.
in a week, not that way. Like,
No, I don't wanna lose it that
I
way.
don't wish that on nobody. But
My goodness.
Listen, I'll be a little dizzy to gain some weight now.
Okay.
I'll be a little dizzy to get a little chesticle meat.
Just imagine you like this down with a little rib hanging out your
Okay.
mouth, just trying to make it work.
Whatever it takes.
Okay, my goodness. Well, we are going to take a break, and we'll be right back with your hot topics after this.
How many songs?
Just one.
There are many situations in life that come to try our faith in Him. If it had not been for the Lord on our side, there are many situations in life that come to try our faith in Him. If it had not been for the Lord on our side, there are many situations in life that come to try our faith in Him. If it had not been for the Lord on our side, there are many situations in life that come to try our faith in Him. If it had not been for the Lord, I know
I would be where I am without your mercy. I know that I
never,
made it.
yeah, I never would have made it without you.
Never would have made it.
I don't know what I would do if you hadn't been there, Lord. If it wasn't for who? Jesus.
Let me tell you, it was no goodness of my own. It was all Lord blessing.
My health and strength. Thank you, Lord.
My strength, full activities of my limbs.
Just let me tell you.
It was no goodness of my own. It was all Lord blessing.
I know.
I wouldn't be where I am. Like a ship without sail. I know that I
Never.
never would make
Why don't you clap your hand and help me sing it tonight? Never would have made it.
never would make it.
Yeah, yeah. Lord, I would be like a ship without a sail. If it wasn't for the Lord. I'm here because of you. And I'm here because of your grace. And even in the time when I'm weary, Jesus holds me. He's holding me in the cradle of his arms. Never would have made it. Woo! My Lord. Is there anybody in here who can lift their hand and say, I'm here? Thank you, Lord, and I'm here because of
And we are back. You guys are locked live to the Saved in the City radio show right here on WGLB AM 1560, 96.1 FM. And we are your Saved in the City radio show crew. Lil Bit just walked in. Aw, she Lil Bit. How you doing?
Bless
Like,
him.
check in. How was you doing? You pressed your way on the last day.
Yes, today was rough, y'all. I mean, it was rough in a good kind of way
Yeah.
because, like, it was rough because I was doing stuff for me. I got work for myself.
Sometimes we gotta do it.
Yeah,
alright?
so I've been scrambling, but I'm blessed and I'm highly favored and I'm doing all right.
And you here.
And I'm here.
Okay, we're so glad that you're here. So we just were chatting a little bit about just, this kind of being the last show, and we'll get into that too, just some of our favorite moments and things like that.
Yeah,
And,
if I could
yeah,
interject
come
for
on.
a second. Like her coming in made me think of something that happened this week.
Oh, goodness.
What had
So
happened,
it happened
Steve?
with you. So
Oh,
somebody.
Oh, yeah.
So look. So I didn't know
Did me
Facebook
wrong.
is extra sensitive now.
What?
So,
What
like,
you mean?
You
So,
remember?
like,
you remember when you were in
people-
Chicago and you couldn't post?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what-
Like
what he's
people
saying.
apparently are on this spree of like reporting people's stuff.
Yeah.
So a friend of mine was trying to sell hope to people with her business.
Okay.
And
Hope
stuff
dealer.
got reported and kicked off of Facebook.
Yeah,
And I'm trying to
Healing
figure out
Project
how
got
and why.
reported.
I'm like, you trying to
A
sell hope?
couple
Then I'm like,
days
what's up?
ago, I had posted something, and I'm like, dang, I ain't getting no interactions. And Facebook was like, somebody reported your stuff, girl.
And it got
Hey,
kicked
girl,
off.
people
what
be
is
hating.
going on?
Why? Why did it? Number one, why did
I
it
don't
get kicked off? And two, who's out here reporting friends? Like this your friend list.
Somebody was
I don't
like,
even think it's friends. I think it's the devil. I just think he out
somebody
there
was like, I
reporting.
want to know what their face was looking like when they were selecting the options to report you.
Or which one they pick? Like, 'cause
Right, which options you pick? What you pick, girl?
But
Like,
because like Teacher's saying, we went to go see Charlene a couple weeks ago, and Jasmine inboxed me, was like, "You posted this a whole week late." Like, I was like, "Okay," and they will
and
get
it's
it.
okay, and y'all was cute.
Okay, and they'll get it when
And
they
what about
when I give it to them.
Uh-huh.
And so anyhow, but I had posted it. Like, it was taking forever for me to even post a photo and a video, and it kept
Yeah.
saying that I was going against something. But when I took out, because what was happening was I was tagging that I was in Schaumburg, Illinois.
Yeah,
When
they
I
said it was
took-
too personal.
I was like, that's my
That's my
business.
business. That's my choice.
Yeah, I don't know why they on that, but even Instagram too. Well, probably because Instagram and Facebook are together.
Oh,
but
yeah.
on Instagram, they wouldn't even let me, like, you know how you can promote your videos or whatever. They wouldn't even let me promote my videos because they told me I was stealing merchandise. I was trying to sell stolen merchandise. It was my my books. I was like, it's copywritten by me. I own it.
That's
I was
why
in
you.
Facebook jail for 24 hours because I quoted a movie. Like, you remember the movie I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker?
Yeah. Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, and remember when the white boy was doing the poem? He was like,
What?
Abraham Lincoln, this poor white trash.
Not locked up,
That
Steven.
got me. So
No.
for copying, because you know one of the actors in the movie died.
You're taking a
And
fun
so
out of
me
everything.
and a friend were just doing
So you're
quotes
being
from the movie.
sentimental.
Yeah,
Aw.
and they locked me up for saying this poor white trash.
Taking the fun out of
I
everything.
said,
This
this
is
is a quote from
cancel
a movie.
culture.
all you people who are
Yeah.
hate speech.
It was hate
overly
speech.
sensitive. This is your fault, and we can't enjoy social media anymore.
You can't do nothing. That's why you gotta have your
How
own
do you
website.
sleep at night?
Right.
Right.
You
And
just have
I'm
your
gonna
own
put it on my
website. Put
website.
everything. I'm
Go
just
there.
put all the laughs there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Create
And I'm gonna
dark
make a
web.
whole blog about the
Dark
stuff
web.
that I can't post on Facebook. If you guys would like to know what statuses
And
I
then
did want
everybody
to post,
love it because they feel like it's like exclusive. It's just like I hate people sometimes. I don't hate people,
Right, I
but
got-
just
I know
like
what
how
you
they
mean. I know
move. You
what
know
Oh,
what I mean?
I
Like,
had a fun announcement today, y'all. Speaking of my check-in, I just had to say this because I
Oh,
felt
check-in.
important. Sis, I had to add it, y'all, because I had to
Okay.
tell somebody. But somebody had featured me on Fashion Bomb Daily.
Really?
Yes.
That's a big deal.
I'm on their
They have, like,
profile.
2
Well,
million
Yeah, they have
followers.
1.6
cool.
million.
Yeah.
oh my
They
goodness.
put, I was like, you think I could dress?
You reshared it.
I
You be
did.
I
cute.
didn't see it.
I
I did. I said, y'all think I could dress? Well, praise be. Because
That's
listen,
awesome.
and let me tell y'all
Yeah, I
something.
see it.
Bombshell of the day.
Yes. And
That's
listen, and let me tell
amazing.
y'all something about
I mean, you
Jesus.
is getting hit in the inbox.
About Jesus and Christianity and being saved. You can be saved and not dress like Dorinda Clark Cole. Okay,
That is true.
and you
love
ain't
her,
got
but-
to show none too much
bogus for
because
saying
none
the
of my pictures. Well, I said
Right.
Dorinda Clark Cole because she in her age range. We should not be 20 something, and
Right,
you have
that's
on
no
a
shade to
whole
Dorinda
church.
Clark, but
No,
you-
she's
but
Oh,
that-
right
appropriate.
here. Look at my friend.
Can't see it. Oh, send, put it in the group.
Instagram.
Put it in the group.
I was
Put it
like,
in the group. Or
This
send it
is
to
amazing.
me.
Why didn't you tell me this?
I shared it on my
I didn't
story.
see
Dang,
it.
I haven't
The
gotten
shoes,
to
I was
it
like,
yet.
dude, the
Yeah.
bottom. of
Teej,
the-
you took that
Oh,
picture.
cute.
That was the picture from your thing.
Okay, did you tag Teej as the photographer?
I
please?
should have. I don't know. Somebody like spontaneously did it for me. I didn't
Oh,
enter
right,
myself or
right.
anything.
Right.
Somebody
And maybe you
did.
just don't tag because then
Really
it'll get
right.
taken down.
Copyright.
Okay, period.
Right, right. Well, yeah, that was my goodness, y'all.
Love
I was
it.
happy.
Well, on the
cold.
hot topics
That's
is Lil Bit getting her shine on.
Okay.
I'm here for
Period.
it.
They're
My
fashion
goodness.
bomb. They're like big deal.
It is a
1.6
very,
million.
very, very big deal. Please send that to me in my inbox. Thank
I
you.
will. In my
So
inbox.
another big deal
Let's hear it.
is Juneteenth. That I
Yeah.
mean, it is happening. But here's the thing,
I
Milwaukee,
just
we've
told
been
Milwaukee,
doing
we
Juneteenth.
never-
That's
not-
what I just
yeah, we
told
never
my
not
grandma.
did
They
it.
not finna Juneteenth us to death, and this done been around 50,700.
For us,
like I'm
We had
grateful,
parades and
but come on now, this Juneteenth. Every time they live streaming Juneteenth now. Like we done did this for our whole
we've
lives.
been doing it, but the world has not.
I
So
want
that
means-
Martin
I'm
Luther
glad.
King
T-shirts
to
in
be a
Walmart
federal
now?
holiday too. So add
not-
all of that
oh.
in there. Make it federal. Close the banks.
So it says Juneteenth. So for those people who don't, I don't know where you've been if you don't know what we're talking about, but Juneteenth passed through the Senate to be an official holiday.
Yes.
And so I think we do have a picture of the babies and the parade. And like T said, we've been doing it every year here in
Yeah, we used to
Milwaukee.
get up for the parade.
Right, you know, so it's been a thing, but I do love that it's happening on a national level, only because I'm seeing all these other things that everybody's celebrating. I mean, and no shade, but you know, they celebrate Pride real hard. You know, this month, this month, you know, and so it's like, okay, well, let's celebrate our. I mean, again, celebrate your culture, fine. So let's celebrate ours. You know,
Somebody said all the white people still got to go to work though.
yeah,
Should.
or they should have to work in different. Maybe we get to tell them what kind of job to do.
Okay, 'cause I mean, that's what they did for us for 400 years. They told us
That's
what to do.
horrible.
That is
scared of
horrible.
what they could turn it into. It might go like get watered down like Cinco de Mayo. So like you get a free
Right,
slice
that's
of
true.
sweet potato
Yeah.
pie at work because
I
Like
know.
white people wearing dashiki.
Oh,
on
that's
Juneteenth.
true. And I would be so mad.
I
Or
did
like
wear a
St.
sombrero
Patrick's
on
Day,
Cinco de Mayo.
where it's really just all about like green beer and green
Yeah.
everything, and it's
But St.
like
Patrick's Day has no significance, though, does it? I'm sorry.
yes, for
It does
people,
for the Irish,
people.
but
What
it's
is
not
it?
federal. Like
don't know.
you got to go to work on St. Patrick's Day still.
I don't know.
Sorry.
We don't
Sorry,
know.
Ireland.
Right,
Ireland.
and listen, the folks folk ain't gonna know either. But this is what I like, and so this is the other thing too. So the flip side of it is that some people are just turning their nose up to it, like, and really because they're like, okay, so we're celebrating on a federal level, but we ain't got no reparations. Like, we're not getting like what we really want are certain laws changed, or we want certain things.
We want capital.
We want capital. We want some other things.
And they keep doing stuff to appease us, like, you know, the Derek Chauvin being charged, like, to make us happy, you know, like, we need a real change.
And so for some people, they're just like, okay, and what? But see, I look at it differently because I'll just speak from my own point of view. I know the power of imagery. Yeah. I know the power of seeing things. Yeah. I know the power of inclusion, the power of acknowledgement. And and just like kind of what Stephen was saying about the stress that he was dealing with and not seeing it, not feeling it, but then it was there, right? And so even though we might be like, this didn't matter, but it matters. It did matter. It matters that we're acknowledged. And then we take it and go further. We don't have to wait on them to give us the money, you know, but just acknowledge that, okay, we had ancestors that got free. However they got free, whoever gets the credit for it, but they got free. And so we're grateful and did, okay? And I'm grateful for that, you know, because, I mean, good Lord, what if we weren't?
The issue, at least for me, was I'm grateful for it. Like you said, I agree with everything you said. That's perfect. My only issue is, like, with the anti-Asian hate bill, it showed how fast that protection can be granted. And it's like, I get that, but why? So it's like, why don't you do it for me? Like, it's like, oh, protection here, but you get a day. Like, come on now. Like, I agree with everything you said.
No.
They move when they feel like moving. No, we talked about that.
And I love my Asian community. It's just that they got protection really fast. It's like, dude, it wasn't even a whole year. It's like, ooh, COVID. People say they did it. It was like, nope, don't touch them. Yeah. It's like us. It's like, why do you not value me as important enough to at least acknowledge that you
Why is there no urgency though behind us? That's what I think you're like. There's never any urgency.
That's what I said.
So this is why people in the hood don't call the police, because ain't no urgency. Y'all come 10 hours later. I don't like it.
The ambulance came like almost 40 minutes late. They said, is it something serious? They was like, is it something serious? They was like, well, it's serious.
Why does
it
matter?
life-threatening?
Do your job.
They was like, well, we were like, well, no. They were like, okay.
Wow.
And they came like 45 minutes later.
And you dizzy for the whole time?
Yeah.
That's
horrible.
And they said, are you sure you can't, like, get into a car?
You know what?
Oh my, you think I want this bill?
Okay, you think I feel like dealing with y'all?
Y'all little $300 car ride.
Still?
Yeah. You sure you can't get into the car?
Oh my goodness. But okay, all that being said, are y'all going to the Juneteenth festivities on tomorrow?
No.
I thought it was cute.
Make me go to rehab.
I thought it was cute. You gonna have your dashiki on at the house. No, listen, but I thought it was cute because they got the Mr. and Mrs. Juneteenth this year.
Yeah, that was cute. I'll take that.
My mama will be down there with her cake.
I was just gonna say, is it like Afrofest where you can go like daytime, but like after
you
5,
can,
it's like,
I don't know.
And State Fair and Summer Fair, all of that done got turned
after 5
into
o'clock,
that.
you like,
no.
Wait a minute.
But I was even like, you know, Water Street on this past weekend, like 4 or 5 people was shot and there was a brawl. I'm just like,
not a brawl.
You know, I saw the video. It was a full, like the girl did it like a somersault in the air on top of something. It was so extreme.
What kind of Power Rangers?
Y'all, I want to be outside this summer. Don't mess it up.
Can we do right? Like, why y'all so angry?
I think we need to be outside, but we just got to be cautious of our outside. Because what just happened on 51st in Capitol? Like somebody, it was like a mass shooting. I heard.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
And I heard one person died.
Wait, what?
Am I lying?
No,
did somebody die?
No, you're right.
Wait, what happened?
In the Midtown area, like earlier this week.
I think I did see that post. It was some young kids too.
Yeah. Oh, was it them? Because that was another one I saw. Was like a 16-year-old boy. No, he was the one that was in the car. It's so much. It's so much death.
I'm gonna just stay in the house.
I'm going outside. I might just go outside on my patio.
I was just finna say.
Yeah, it depends on what outside. Like, I'm gonna give me
go
some
outside at like 3 and be back by like 9.
Yeah, you gotta be
patio
mindful of
furniture.
Your outside. I'm gonna go over there to Juneteenth for a little bit.
Oh, good.
Yeah, your mama gonna be there. You best to go. Okay,
for a second over there.
You represent all of us then. That's cool.
I ain't scared. I'm not scared of our people.
They were like on the building with the snipers. I'm like, this is so extreme.
And here's the thing.
It's embarrassing.
It's like I'll end up over there because I'll be driving and be like, why is it blocked? Oh, well, you know what? Let me get out for a second.
Right.
You
Last
know?
year I went because that was like during the height of like Black Lives Matter protests.
Sure.
And that's when the day they were doing the mural out on the.
I think because they did it well last time.
Yeah.
I think they're going to do, because they're doing another mural. I think it's going to be done well. It's going to be done a little differently. I think it's like they're upgrading it a bit, especially because it's a federal holiday now. So I don't know. I'm saying I'm going, but we're going to see because I'm excited about not doing
tomorrow,
nothing wrong.
right?
Yes.
Okay, call me when you fit to.
See, friend.
No, I'm busy all day.
But no, you're not. I'll
Till
pick
like
you up.
No, till like 2.
Okay. Well, yeah, we can go. Well, we can't go too late.
We hope making plans all.
We're gonna figure
air.
out.
I forgot we were live.
This is what happened because I'm literally like, okay, wait a minute.
Because I got that one thing in the morning. And
we'll figure it out. But anyhow, wait a minute. Now this is the one, Sharice, you got to tell us about it. Now, why they trying to back to cancel culture? Why they trying to cancel Destiny Child? Hot topic
Ooh,
number 1.
baby, let me talk to y'all real quick. So,
Black Twitter came for him.
what is this? How many years later? 17 years later. 17 years later.
somebody
Cater to You has
like,
rose from the ashes,
Ooh, that stuff be coming
and
right back.
we are upset about it.
Why?
I'm not upset about
Cater
it.
to
Black
You?
Twitter is upset about it
But why?
because it's like
'cause
people
folks
are saying
bitter.
it's like
That's it.
2 feet short from women should be seen and not heard. But they said they gave the women's empowerment. It gave too much power to the men. She says, "My life will be purposeless without you.
Yeah, those are some of like the lyrics.
You know, you aspire me to be
That's all
better.
90s
You
R&B.
know, sit back and let me
Right.
pour out my love letter." My thing is this: I don't see nothing wrong with catering to your man. If he taking care of, I
Okay,
ran
if
my man
he's
a bath
faithful,
the other
you know,
day
it'll be different if you had a lowdown.
with a little
Right.
Epsom salt. But listen, it's hard for these men out here. Like, it's hard for women
mean,
for sure. But when you in a relationship, understand each other's struggle.
I mean,
that's
Do
Anyway,
each other right.
but
Don't
we
do
like-
each other wrong
To
like
me,
that.
They gonna do
it's
it.
intimacy. Like it's almost
Come
like how are
on.
these same people like? And I'm gonna say, how are these same people having sex? Like y'all just gorillas just smash and leave. Get off me.
Legit.
Ah.
And that's why everybody at the Burberry showers with no daddies.
Dude.
With the Burberry shirts on.
I said what
and
I
the dress.
said.
Like there was a time where intimacy mattered. It wasn't like, yo, I saw your Instagram smash now. Like,
But that's what it seemed like. That's what it do seem like.
And
Hope
we're
smash.
mad about the lyrics because it feels
Let's
like
read some
we
of
are
the lyrics.
putting
Yeah, let's read
down
'em.
women underneath the man.
Let me help you take off
But
your
the
shoes.
no,
Yeah,
but
read them, read them,
Untie
read
your
them.
shoestrings. Take
take off your cufflinks. What you
want
wanna
to eat, boo?
Let me
feed
feed you.
Maybe if this is-
Let
Let me
run
run
the
your bath water.
Whatever
Maybe
you
if they would-
desire, I'll supply you.
But here's the
on.
thing. This
And what
is what I
about
say.
it?
We don't
Sing your
know.
song.
Okay.
Turn your game on.
Brush your
Okay.
hair in.
Help you put your do-rag on.
Okay.
do-rags.
Want a for rub?
I just don't know what's about to go.
Baby, I'm yours. I would. Okay. You want to play that next?
You better say. But listen, let me say this though. Let me say this about it. This is what I hate is that everybody want to make a opinion or
Right.
decision
Yes.
off of the one side.
Yeah.
We don't know the side of the brother. Maybe that particular brother had been doing stuff for
her.
the
She
whole
said, "Take
year.
off your cufflinks." Now, if a man's still wearing cufflinks nowadays, he must be making a little money, and I will cater
That's
to
what
you.
You know.
No, and I think the issue is,
Or maybe
people
he
are
always
looking at-
caters to her.
Yeah, people are looking at things from the lens of their own life. Like
That's
just
what
because
it
you had trifling
is. They
relationships,
project-
That
and
you
you
chose.
can't
You guys
cater
are
to the-
triggered because your
Right.
man used you up until you can't be used no
you
more.
can't
Brother-
cater to him because he is somebody else.
Brother
Bitch.
and sister, you are projecting. You're projecting
And
your...
you can't give him a manicure because he's just gonna mess it up
Well,
with his
the
little
thing
blood.
is-
And he got boundaries.
Birth.
The
under
thing
there.
is, social media creates clans that agree with you. So you have 20 or 40, like 100 people that say, my man was trifling too. So let's get rid of Cater to You that was released in 2004.
The problem
Ain't nobody be
is
happy
the
for nobody
same
else.
It's
people.
not even together no more.
The same people that have a
Exactly.
problem with
And that's why
Cater
they're not
to
gonna
You
address it.
are the same women who are afraid of submission, but are the same women
But who still
that
do it anyway?
listen, but that are afraid that if I submit to a man, it won't be reciprocated. The thing about relationships and intimacy is that
Talk
it's
white.
a full reciprocation of submission on both ends. When Steven said the word intimacy, it starts with IN, which means y'all should be the only two in it. So worry about yourselves and y'all relationship, okay?
That just irritated my life.
Same.
Because the thing is, it's
always.
the other part. Because a lot of times when people are writing songs too, sometimes it's not really for the masses. They're allowing the masses to listen in, but it
art.
was written for an intimate moment
Yeah.
with, let's say it's a husband and wife.
And I'm
Let's say
sorry,
it
this is why
with someone
Beyonce
who
and Jay-Z
deserves-
is still together and y'all not with y'all baby daddies.
Okay.
I mean, because she's catering.
That's a source.
You know, I don't know, but I think Michelle is divorced now. I mean,
Michelle is divorced. That's why they
Well, she
gave her
never
the
got married,
offers.
right?
Nope.
What'd you
She
say?
didn't get married.
They
They didn't make it. They didn't make it because he said she had too many mental issues that she was unwilling to deal with.
I'm
She
not
was in
canceling
denial.
Destiny's Child.
I'm not canceling that song.
And
They even tried.
That keep your man happy. Listen, and they didn't say nothing about like actual intercourse in this song. It was the simple things. And the
It was
problem
love
is,
language.
literally,
It
these
was
you think that
That's so good.
that your middle part's gonna keep the man.
Right? And it's so much more.
And a plate of fried chicken. And no, he's not staying, ma'am.
And,
What's that
yeah.
man's love
You
language?
got to see what works for him. And so that may not work for your man, and that may not work for you. But
Okay.
don't cancel them because it don't work for y'all.
And I'm gonna play it on my way home.
But like
Okay.
you had whispered under your breath, which was absolutely true, but they do submit. Like Jody wins.
It's not submission.
Wow.
It is not submission if you do it grudgingly. If you do it resentfully, it's not submission. It's force. It's force. It's control. It's manipulation, and it's low key. Like you feel like you being ran by a tyrant. No, thank you. It's not submission.
The fact, though, that but this is what we do. Like, it just becomes all of this extra stuff, and it was a song.
It's a song.
Okay, that was
It's
17
just a
years
song.
ago.
20 years
Okay.
But you know what it reminds me of, too? Like, when they, like, Disney World, when they changed the Pirates of the Caribbean, because they felt like it was one of the scenes, I guess it was a lady, and they felt like some feminists said that she was being degraded. So they changed her and made her a captain. And it was like, okay.
This is the nature.
So you know, even my friend was watching.
I'm
She
annoyed.
was about to watch Aladdin. Sorry, my allergies want to take
The
me
real
out
one
to
with
that.
Will
Oh
Smith.
my goodness.
So
the real
Aladdin
one.
on Disney
Yeah.
Plus, when you play it, there's a message that comes up.
Yes.
And like, we
Yes,
apologize.
I saw that.
For
I didn't know
some
that.
things in this movie is offensive to different cultures.
I
It's
saw
offensive.
I saw a few of
I don't
those.
know.
'Cause
It
he was
was
blue?
before Raya too.
he was
Raya and the
blue?
Last Dragon.
Probably.
Because of like
I didn't like
the
Raya.
Indian culture or something.
I
You
did
didn't
not
like Raya?
I did not like Raya.
I liked Raya.
And I loved it. I just couldn't, I didn't flow with it. I don't know.
I liked it.
I was like, okay.
My kids like Raya. Did y'all like Cruella?
Oh, don't tell me about it because I know shush.
I love
shush.
Cruella. She snapped.
I have watched it 6 times
Same.
since I saw it. At the
Stop
movie
it. I'm
theater.
going to see it. Okay, just be quiet.
Same.
Shut your
Don't
mouth.
talk about it.
Enjoy life a
Shut
little
your
bit.
mouth.
Ugh.
Okay, this is not on the hot topics list, but I want to talk about it, and then we'll talk about ourselves.
Okay.
So, prophet, excuse me, not prophetess, prophet / pastor. God, what is
cutting
his
up.
name? What is his name?
Talking about
Lord?
Apostle Stevenson.
Yeah,
Matthew Stevenson, he cutting up.
he cutting up. So,
And I just, it's like one of those unsolicited cut ups. You know what I mean? I can see if you fell in a cut up. It's just like, I'm taking
He
it
did it
upon
on
myself
purpose.
to
He
cut
did it
up.
on purpose.
So there was a couple things. I did see him where he was like this. He makes babies well, and he was dancing with his wife. I didn't. You know, it was funny to me. But some people were offended by that. But then he came up again,
Yeah.
and he has a vineyard and a line of wines. I don't know if that's how you say it. And the wine line
Wine
is
collection,
the
yeah.
wine collection is named after his son. I think it's called like a Yvonne or your something.
Yeah, or
Something like that.
Something like
And so I did put it in the group just to see what people's thoughts were about it. I would love to hear what your thoughts about it. And then the other side of that photo, it was like 2 photos put together, was him at the first day of convocation in a T-shirt that said Hennessy.
Anything can happen.
Anything is possible.
Yeah,
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible, and it was,
It's referring to like as you consume the alcohol. drink
Yeah.
Hennessy.
and it's
And you
it's
get a
the
different
Hennessy-
type
becomes
of
possible.
vibe with
It's the
that
Hennessy
Henny.
logo at the first day of convocation, and so
I'm
thoughts.
just like, why?
So yours is why? How you
I'm
feel
with you.
about it,
Why?
Sharice? You like that's okay? How you feel about it?
I think that he should have kept that to himself.
Yeah.
I think
Both
that
of them.
it's not for everybody. And okay, if that's what you do, because I mean, like, it's not a sin to drink. It's not. Like, okay, we know that already.
Well, let's see if I
But
can
you
do it
don't
for
have to force that on us, or because
Yeah.
some people
Somebody got that issue, and now they saw that. They like,
exactly.
"Ooh, thank
Some
you."
people
Oh, good for you.
understand that it's not a sin
Excellent
to
point.
drink. But listen, from your family line, from habits, from old things, like, that's just what I choose not to do. But you making it so acceptable and you're throwing it in my face, like, it just pushes me into that. And I think that he just became a stumbling block. And when he said I make babies well, like, okay, I think that was a little too far, because nobody cares. Nobody care. I don't care how your children got here.
Well,
We
the
know.
girls say
We
that's a
had
small
science
baby.
class in high school. We get it. But like, now you're putting a picture in people's heads of you making babies. So people that struggle with that
Or struggle
now,
with you.
Exact-
Or struggle with having feelings for you.
Okay.
Because, we see pastors as just being pastors, but they
But
got
there's some-
groupies too.
Exactly.
Oh, most definitely.
Okay.
Because everybody ain't ugly.
I've seen
Okay.
one of my pastor friends' his inbox. He shows us,
Okay.
and he's like,
Exactly.
But listen, y'all, I want to read a couple of the comments, which I thought was interesting. After I put this post up, it's called Yavor or something like that, of Pastor Stevenson. Is that Stevenson?
and I just feel like we didn't have to. You know what I mean? Like, that's one of the investments you could have kept to yourself.
That's
It just
what I'm
makes you
saying.
so much money, nobody ever got to know.
That's the way.
So
I
this
Not
is
that you're
what-
hiding it, but like, what's the point?
This is always interesting to me, though, what some of the people say. So one of our
But you're sold out, too,
followers
though.
says, "Well, I see it as a business." Another person says, "Woo, blessed be the wine, because anything is possible. But let me go see if I can order this wine."
Told you
Next
it's
one,
finna
like this
sell
is
out. It's
everybody.
finna sell
The word does not. The word does say not to indulge in too much wine. Never said anything about owning or advertising. The other
Okay,
person, let me just read a couple other ones. I need y'all to
I'm
feel
getting
it.
irritated.
God didn't damn Jesus to hell when he turned a lake to wine. And then I did comment back and said, "A lake, bro?"
I was like,
Okay.
I missed that part.
We missed that story.
And then here's someone else that says, these are some people are very prominent ministers that I know that are responding and said, "I don't think anything is wrong with it." So someone else says in their Tabitha Brown's voice, "Well, that's his business." Somebody put up Andrew Caldwell, "Who are me to judge?" And it goes on and on and on to the break of dawn. How y'all feel about the responses?
Folk is okay with it, but I don't know. I felt like 2020 is just really shook some
Agreed.
stuff up.
I agree.
It have made some people free.
I still feel like how I felt, because there is a scripture in Timothy that clearly tells us that the requirements for leaders. You're a leader.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Come
what
on,
the
she
sis.
said.
leader.
That's
The
what she
leader
said.
said it's like 1 Timothy 3 something. It's like leaders should be hospitable. He's been counted on many occasions as being rude. Very rude. I don't want to come to your house. Not anymore. You're rude. And then on top of that, should not touch strong drink. Some
You're a
people
leader,
can
bro.
touch strong drink, but you cannot. Samson,
Could not.
some people can do it. They turning up at your wedding, but you cannot.
Anything possible.
And you ain't gonna give her.
Like you said, and Tej, I think, just hit it. It's the motive. It's the why. Like, from a
Why?
Yeah, why did you do
standpoint,
this?
Like, and I don't know the man, but it's that, what girls be saying, it's that small energy. Like, it's that, like, why are you protesting so much? Like, dude, he remind me of like that high school dude that wanted to fit in, so had to up everybody's
Just
story.
did anything.
Man, I got a whole vineyard, cuz. Like,
Right.
all right.
Exactly.
But you know what? Honestly, like I'm definitely on the side where Sharice is, especially and that's the part that burned me with it. I think people. That's why I hate sometimes people who are
Setting
small-minded,
us back.
where they're like, "Well, nobody's not saying that." Can we even take ministry off of it and just talk leaders?
Yeah.
Just in general, like when we're talking about certain ways that you carry yourself as
That's
a
it.
leader.
There's
Now
still a standard.
There's still a standard. Now we add ministry to it. There's another standard.
Another
We have to
standard.
be mindful of the people that are watching us, that are following us. Now here's the thing: if he's mindful and he's still okay with it, and
That's
he got his
right. That's
followers,
his walk.
Leandra is another one that comes to mind like that. She still got her people that follow what she
Yeah.
do. But that's what it is. But in my opinion, I do feel like I think it was Stephen that said, "Fine, have your vineyard." I think honestly that's a beautiful thing.
Enjoy.
I think it sounds really beautiful, but I ain't got to be like, get this wine like I got it on Instagram.
Right,
Yeah.
Like, what is that?
It can
Market
be
it.
on
You
your.
can market it
It
and
can be on
everything.
your
People don't ever have
site.
to know
People
you
never
do it.
have to even know that you're connected to it.
Correct.
Just
But
get your money.
But this is what
Okay.
this is what Kev on stage said though, because there was another minister. It's like, what's going on with the leaders?
Chandler Moore,
Was it that? Yeah, he was like behind
Maverick
his
City.
wife.
Yeah, they
Oh,
had
yeah.
got married. She was
Yeah.
dancing.
Right, and she was dancing, so there was like a twerk picture. It was cute to me,
I
but
didn't see
It was
She did
cute.
it was
see it?
it was cute. But people are having a fit because do you remember what the caption was?
It was.
I forget what it
I
was,
forgot.
but it was like he was blowing her back out. But
Oh Lord.
but they were fully dressed.
Yeah, she had on her wedding gown, and I think right.
Okay, but that was at a wedding. It's just ain't every day. Like, okay, y'all gonna see dancing, y'all gonna see all of that at a wedding.
Okay, so he put it up, and so
that's,
people.
But he came back. Did you see what his response
No,
was?
please.
put
He
up something.
apologized.
He was apologizing that it offended people. He was
And he
saying
did
they were
not take it
actually
down.
dancing, and the picture was taken while they were dancing. They didn't.
But who
just,
put
like,
it up?
Pose. He put it up.
Okay,
He
that's
put
what
it
I'm
up.
saying. But who put it up? Because he thought it was cute. And here's the thing. But this is what Kev on stage said. So he says, you know, we're condemned and shunned our whole life for premarital sex.
Yeah.
We finally decided
Right.
to get married,
And we
then
wanna show
and
off.
Then, and then we get shunned for that. And he was
Right.
like, what y'all want us to do? He was like, because he was like,
Yeah.
when you go to children's church and it's full and everybody ain't married, you know? And so he was dealing with it from that perspective, and I get it.
Yeah.
But I would also go as far as to say, unfortunately, you see how
He should be
vulnerable-
held to the same standard
He should
as
be
well
held to the
because
same
let
standard.
because
It
let
definitely
your
was
good
unnecessary.
be not evil spoken of. I
I'm
get
not
it.
saying that he couldn't have that photo. If somebody else posted it, okay, that's what they did, you know. But you put it up, and I get it. But at the same time, it's like you chose to be a leader,
Yeah.
That's it. Agree.
you know. So we got to be mindful of that.
And that's a lie. My pastor always say, like, you can be gifted, anointed, talented, skilled, but if you don't want to be held to the standard, don't sign up.
And I've said before, like, your talent can take you where your character may not be able to keep you.
Don't sign up. Just don't sign up.
And here's the
Like,
thing.
they have the gift. They have
But
it.
if you're here, and here's the thing, I'll go to the other side of it. If y'all, if you're okay with that as a leader, own it.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah.
Own it, and that's what you're doing. And these are the type of people that are going to follow you. I'm not
Yeah.
saying they can't get to
Yeah.
heaven.
But it shows where you are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
that's
it
my
shows where you
concern. Like, I guess I wouldn't even say my concern, but my comment is like, this not gonna get them sent to hell.
No.
It's not.
It's not,
No.
not, and it's not.
But
it's all about
I
people.
just wish she was cuter.
I do feel like that sometimes. That's why I teach my friend.
He done did better.
But
He meant that too. Like, that was so real.
But see, it goes back. For me. It goes back to my love for God and like. I don't know what. I mean, I guess some. Oh, that's what somebody said. This is what Kevin Osei said. He said somebody was like, "Would Jesus be twerking?"
No.
and people
Well,
like,
he was black. No, he was.
He was real chill and laid back. They
I
ain't
think
say
it's
nothing
just-
about
I think
him.
it's just about just
wilding.
being mindful of it.
You
know?
never hear honestly, you hear about Jesus at all the turn ups for real, but you never hear Jesus turned up.
That's what I love.
interesting.
Like that's like I'm trying to model him. That's all.
You
'Cause
can
my thing
be
is,
in
I
an
know Before he
environment.
posted this, he thought like, "Ooh, they gonna be."
Yep.
You know what I
Yep.
mean? I know there was some kind of reserve.
It's like the question. If you got to
yeah,
question it, don't
then
do
you
it.
don't need to do it.
Then you got to don't do it. But he did it, and he's not canceled in my book.
No.
But
Not at all.
But there's
No.
there's repercussions for these types of things, and some people fall, and some people are tempted by stuff that we think, oh, that's cute. Somebody else,
Right.
it's sending them to who knows what.
It takes so long
'Cause
to get back. So I guess his thing was he didn't care about them talking about him doing what he gonna do because he said he not taking it down. He not gonna apologize for that. He was speaking on the fact that people were saying so many rude things about him in the marriage, like the marriage not gonna last.
Oh,
and
wow.
stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what he was saying. Like the comments were very ungodly, and that's what he was addressing rather than the twerking thing.
Social media is so polar. Like, everything is sides. Like, oh, he going to hell.
Yeah.
Or, oh, I'm going to put this up.
Extreme.
Or, it's like, what's wrong with, like, let's say you did take
Look
the
what she
picture.
reading on vacation, The Power of a Praying Wife. On honeymoon. She on honeymoon.
Oh
In
Lord,
her
bless
bikini,
your
with her little booty showing at the top.
Reading it,
Okay.
right? And he did, see?
With a little booty at the top. Okay. Little booty showing. It was little.
Oh my
Little.
goodness. His little booties matter. Okay, and we're moving.
Please.
And so So I wanted to chat a little bit before we go to break, just about the fact that we've been doing this, y'all, since what, October?
Yes.
So, you know, if you guys are just joining us, this is technically the last show on the radio until October. We're taking a summer break.
Bye,
and
y'all.
then we'll be moved back. And then we'll be doing our 5-year anniversary. We have some other things that are going up. You may see us out in the Milwaukee streets, you know, at some of
You gonna see me out.
You're going to see us outside in
And
the streets.
period.
But maybe doing interviews and things like that as well. But I'm so grateful for each of you. I definitely I wanted to say that, you know, publicly. I think I say it all the time anyhow. But I am, you know, for those, because you have people that'll start with you, but then they gone. Two shows in, they got something else to do. Aww. And so I'm so grateful that you guys have been with me and allowed me to grow. It's been fun. Does anybody have a favorite moment?
Ooh,
Over the season.
we got too many.
I know. And we're going to go over some of those top 5.
I think some of my favorite moments during the season would be just those moments where we can't control our laughter. And Lee be in the background like, y'all mics are on. Be quiet. And we still snickering and wheezing. Hissing in the background.
My favorite moment, I love T's doing the announcements. Like,
It's
that's
so-
my highlight. Like, because he be like, and bless his
so
holy
boring.
name. Like, dude, I don't know why that hits me.
sincere.
Wait,
And praise
y'all,
his name.
that's right, Steven. I be so happy about the announcements, but then I was like, if I had an event, I wasn't sitting in because we be cracking too many jokes about y'all
and I
events.
really thought about it too with Brother Rodney, but I know Brother Rodney. But I was like, I keep coming for his polka dot suit. But anyhow,
What about
Wait, somebody on Facebook Live said we were talking about we don't think Jesus was turned up. Somebody said, but he had a slick mouth.
He definitely did. I will give that man that 100%.
oh my goodness.
Wait, it ain't slick. It's
Just
only
like my
slick.
father.
It's only slick because you be telling the truth,
Yeah.
and people don't want to accept it. So you be
Right.
salty.
And he had it when he was young. Like, can't you see him about my father's business?
Right?
Yes.
Wait, he told
It
the
was
woman
like-
at the well that, like, I know you ain't married, girl.
That's what I'm about to say.
Yeah, I know you don't have
you
one.
ain't.
Child, I know you got a
five.
man. You
And
got
now you
plenty.
went
You
and
ran through.
Who touched me? Okay.
Why y'all putting your hands on?
Like, how you even know? How you even know Jesus?
That's hilarious.
Not
touched
me
me.
hearing "Move, Get Out the Way" by Ludacris as he's walking through the crowd, and a woman with the issue of blood is reaching towards his clothing.
Get out the
my
way.
God. I love Jesus.
I love
too.
Jesus.
Me
Yeah,
too.
I do love Jesus, and I love you guys. And so I think one of my favorite moments, well, just coming every Friday,
Yeah.
like, cause we got a script, but we really don't know what to expect.
No, for real.
I don't know. I mean, and if I think about just from the check-ins, I mean, if we just kind of go back through that. I mean, Tisha, one time your check-in was because you was running through Mayfair about to be shot. Like, what?
That is
I
crazy.
forget
Yeah.
that.
That
is
was
crazy,
one. I
That's
think
real.
we all had like something where
Very
it was
crazy.
a press,
Yeah.
and it was like, how did we even get here? You know, I think I got into the car accident or what?
Yeah.
Oh, remember
Car
I lost
accident.
my license?
Yeah.
Right.
And same
License
day,
plate,
license
had
plate.
to go back
It's
and
like
get
Satan
it.
has a timer. He's like, oh,
Listen.
saved in the city.
Time to go.
Wait.
In the hospital.
I got something
Child, me in the
Cold.
chat with 2 flat tires, and then the kids pull up. Little Eric is
Oh,
on my
my
lap,
goodness.
and I'm shushing while we on the air. Child.
Everything.
It's all of the things, but these are the things that create memories. And so, and I also love, obviously, our hot topics. Top 5 you doing too much moments of
For
the week.
sure.
I never thought I'd laugh so much at just the word Bible streak. But the idea, every time you say Bible streak, like, do you know your Bible streak?
What is your
And
Bible
I'm
streak?
like, oh,
I
that's
need
so
answers.
cute. Yes, and so the word up challenges. Some of the prizes is quite hilarious to me because I was like, where did I get these?
It was the
slippers?
foot massagers for me.
That was
The foot
hilarious. Did
massage.
somebody ever get those?
Yeah.
They did.
They in the car because they never.
I'm gonna say no. I don't.
Y'all
think
don't be
anybody ever
picking
got
up. Y'all.
them.
Do we have leftover stuff in the car that has been unclaimed?
Just them.
We could do a
them thieves.
reunion.
we
show
no, we
and
need
give
to do
away
a grand
stuff.
finale. Everything that ain't claimed, whoever win it this time, just take it all.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
you can have it. Oh,
Just
no,
take it.
because you gonna get it.
You can have it.
Oh, period. Oh,
okay.
yeah, somebody
take
feeling
it.
good today.
Amen.
Okay.
Have it,
Same,
Lord.
friend. Well, you know, we are literally almost out of time for our hot topic. So we're gonna go to a quick break, and we'll be back with your church announcements after this. Stay tuned.
here serving, we out here serving, until the Lord close the curtains. We out here serving, we out here serving, we out here serving, until the Lord close the curtains. We out here serving. Woo! Who out here serving, boy? Me and my comrades. They out here hustling, we serving, not letting time pass. Evangelism in action, tell them what's happening. Catch me on the boulevard, serving like volleyball captains. Death is all around them, so I show them options for living. Pusher serving things, but we out here serving to make a difference. I get it, I get it. Serving out in the open, fulfilling the great commission. This is bigger than music, soldiers hanging in the balance. They bold enough to blow that loud, and I'm too bold to be silent. Think I'm wildin', protect and serve, taking over the nation's counties. Cause oh my God, gang riders straight bout it. What you think we doing? What you think we doing? What you think we doing? We out here serving, we out here serving, until the Lord close the curtains. We out here serving, we out here serving, we out here serving, until the Lord close the curtains. We out here serving. DH is here to serve and to change. Who can do it the same? I'm through with the games. My life mirrors the game of chess. This blessing make moves with the king. Out here serving the people, that's what I'm riding for. God brought me out the lion's den. I don't fear the lion's roar. To live is Christ, to die is gain. And every day I'm dying more. If you not out here serving, get to the back. Spinal cord, Holy Spirit living inside us to remind us was already written for me to be hidden inside of my Father's will about serving all the people. That's why your American wristband lowered on a flight to China. What you think we doing? What you think we doing? What you think we doing? We out here serving, we out here serving, until the Lord close the curtains. We out here serving, we out here serving, we out here serving, until the Lord close the curtains. We out here serving, out here serving, out here serving. What you think we doing? Out here serving. What you think we doing? Out here serving, out here serving. What you think we doing?
Yeah. Sometimes I don't make wise decisions, done things that made you cry, wandered off without your permission, ignored your spirit that lives inside. But how in the world do you continue to love me? I confess it to you, then I go and do it again. I'm drowning in a sea of confusion. I deny you, Lord, then call you my friend. But I really love you. I really love you. I really love you. Yes, I do. Oh, I really love you. I really love you. I really love you. Yes, I do. It wasn't my intention to go out and break your heart. Should have adhered to your wisdom. I regret not listening from the start. But how in the world do you continue to love me? I confess it to you that I go and do it again. Oh, I'm drowning in a sea of confusion. I deny you, Lord,
then call you my friend. But I really love you. I really love you. I really love you. Yes, I do. I really love you. I really love you. I really love you. Yes, I do. You tug on my heart, I continue to pull away. Oh, I say sorry, forgive me, but those words contradict my ways. I'm all out of words and I don't know what else to say. But you still stay.
Maybe we should talk about our problems, baby. 'Cause Lord knows we need to solve them, lady. I'm willing to be transparent, to tell all my darkest secrets. Girl, you're only thing the shell of a man. I'm broken. We can go to therapy.
You are here locked into Saved in the City, Christian radio show here on WGLB 1560 AM and 96.1 FM. We are glad to be in the place. You know, when you hear me, this is Tej. It's time for your church announcements. Ooh, it's the last time I say this till October.
Right.
Well, let's get into
Not
it.
October
with a V.
They ain't gonna know where to go
They
until
ain't gonna know
October.
what to do. They ain't gonna have no information, nothing in your Palm Pilot, your calendar, and nothing until October. All right, well, Author Raquel Ministries is hosting her inaugural Mommy and Me brunch. It's an all-white affair, so come in your best all-white, purest gold.
Come on with the purest gold.
Well, yeah, gold is pure. It ain't white, but it's pure. We fight together, we rise together. I love that. Some awesome people. Raquel Sylvester, who we had on here, Fight Don't Faint, the author of that book. She's hosting it with speakers, Prophetess Sherry Green, love her, and Dominic Primus.
And we're giving away a ticket today.
Yeah, so if you win the I forget, Lord, I done forgot
The
what
Word
it's
Up
called.
Challenge.
I'm about to say Bible Talk. Word Up
The
Challenge.
Bible Talk.
Bible talk.
Because the Bible does
And
talk.
he said it country too.
Bible
Okay.
Talk. Listen, if you win the Word Up Challenge today, you will win a ticket to the All White Affair. You still gonna have to get a ticket for your daughter, but go ahead.
Okay.
But this is one less ticket to get. All right, community pop-up and cookout, Sunday, June 27th from 1:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. Free to the public. There'll be food and resources while supplies last. This will be hosted at St. Marcus School here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, so check that out. I'll read this little blurb here. It says, as individuals and families recover from the impact of COVID-19 pandemic, Dream Team United MKE brings together different agencies, churches, nonprofits, and businesses to respond to the demand. We continue to work hard in order to support the people that need it the most. Yeah, because that was a typo there. In Jesus' name. So check that out. This is exciting. I want you to talk a little bit about this. Mommy, Get It Together, a business brand imbalance edition. Learn how to take your business to the next level while navigating your mental health, personal healing, and parenting. Same last name, well, your maiden name.
Sharice and Tia Cannon.
It's family.
Yeah.
Y'all, we don't know if that's my cousin, but I mean, we just be saying it for
But
now.
it
That's
it
my
always
It's in the
makes sense
forehead
in
and
my
the
heart.
nose.
cousin.
Yeah.
She look like me. It's okay. Yeah, no, that event is going to be so much fun. It's very limited on seating because it's an intimate kind of thing for like healing. You know, you don't want to share too much with everybody. But Tia is going to get you together. If you are a mommy, if you are an entrepreneur, I'm going to get you together for real, for real. But Tia going to get you right on the business side.
Yeah,
but yeah, y'all come out for real. Get a ticket. You can go to my website, justccannon.com. It's spelled wrong on the flight. But it's just C Cannon.
We need an extra C.
Yep, justccannon.com, and you can purchase a ticket. And we're going to be in there on June 26th from 11 to 4 talking about mommyhood, balancing it on top of entrepreneurship.
It's
Love
happening.
it. Get it together, mama.
Yes.
Get it together, mama. Well, WIW Milwaukee monthly meetup hosted
That's
by
Wives in
Christian.
Waiting, not Women in Work.
Right, I figured it. Y'all caught me last
I've seen
time.
that.
Hosted by Christian Connections is hosting The Chosen Will Rise. Nancy Yarborough Banks and Pastor Miranda. I never know how to say her name, but I love her. Miranda Gates.
Miranda, yeah.
It'll be via Zoom, so check that out. Sister Leader Lanice McGee, we love her.
Yay.
June 28th at 6 p.m. So look out for that. And once again, Outreach and Missions Initiative Living Waters Homeless Ministry, June 26th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. offering resources there. Remember, well, I guess they can't really send any announcements. I mean, well, I guess you can send them and we'll post them.
We can still
Got
post
it.
them.
Yeah.
Cool. SavedInTheCityMKE@gmail.com is where we want you to send those community events, those church announcements. We know come August, September, y'all got so much back to school. Go and send it to us, and we'll make sure it's up, and we'll announce it on the web for you.
Yes.
We got millions of followers, so.
Millions. You better
Millions.
speak.
Yeah.
Did you already say Living Waters?
Yes, Living Waters was the last one.
Oh, Lord. And I'm talking about something because all I heard was millions. I was like, yes. Okay.
And
It is so. I get the same thing.
If I can shout. But my feet is actually sitting on a garbage can right now.
Oh,
God,
wow.
that's-
If I
Okay.
shout, I'm going to fall.
Child.
All right. So
Okay.
So this would normally be the time where we have either our interviews or we talk to our Milwaukee treasures. And and Sharice and I were talking. We were like, wouldn't it be fitting for us just to kind of do a shout out of our Milwaukee treasures over
sure.
the last few months? And so we've had a few different folks. We had Tyshawn Wardlaw. I don't know if y'all remember her. She was the one.
Don't. Was I out this week?
She called in. And she had that film,
I do remember.
that
Great-
HBO movie,
Great movie.
which is like, and that's what I'm
Great
like
movie.
y'all, they from Milwaukee, you
I
know?
do remember, yeah.
And so, I like this little green background you did. I was like, I love this script. This is so cute. But Tyshawn Wardlaw of Wardlaw Productions, she's a filmmaker, producer, and she is definitely one of our 2021 Milwaukee treasures. If you've never heard of Milwaukee Treasure Awards other than on the show, we normally honor 50 people every year with the Milwaukee Treasure Award, and then one person gets the Global Treasure Award. And so after COVID hit, we didn't do anything last year, so we're going to be bringing it back at our 5-year anniversary, and we're going to show, so it may not be 50, but we're going to show some love to some of our Milwaukee treasures. So Raquel Sylvester, we've been talking about her a lot.
Yeah.
She's a supporter of the show. She actually won the Women in Worship tickets. She is the author of Fight, Don't Faint. She's a minister, and she does so much in the community, and just a genuine person. Every time you meet
So
her,
sweet.
she's always the same. I love people like that, so we giving her an award, okay?
All right.
Bridget Price.
Love her.
Yes.
I'm so mad I missed this
Bridget.
week.
And she was like, "Is Teej gonna be there?"
She's hilarious.
She's hilarious, and she she's quietly doing huge things in the
Absolutely.
media world.
That's true.
You know, so she's a media mogul, influencer, and so much more. And I was so glad to be able to have her on the show. And then Saquana Taylor, she's actually a treasure from the first year that I did the Treasure Awards. And so we were excited to be able to chat with her. She is the 2nd District Supervisor, and she's doing so many things. I think when she came on, we were talking about Harriet Tubman Park, that she had got the
yeah,
names.
she's
I was
getting
like,
together.
the name change, right?
Yeah.
We waiting forever for somebody to acknowledge Juneteenth, and while
Okay.
Saquana is
Yeah.
quietly change this name and change this
I like
currency.
it.
I
Right.
like it. Also, Sharon Ann.
Sharon Dash.
She's somebody
I'm
special.
sad.
somebody.
I missed her. I missed
She
her.
was
That
a
was a good
call-in.
show. She was a call-in,
She
right?
was
Yeah.
a call-in too, because she's not here. But if she is in the city, we definitely gonna have her. Oh, you know what?
She come in?
I probably could talk to her about coming in and doing a performance. like a live performance during our 5-year anniversary.
And we love it.
Cool.
And we're here
Ooh,
for it. I hope
she's
she hears
amazing.
this.
Yes, I'm gonna talk to her. Singer, songwriter, musician, and creative. She is absolutely amazing. I should have added model and all the other things.
Oh, right.
That she
Beautiful.
does. Yeah,
She is.
she's amazing. And then of course Laverne and Natalie.
Love
I
Yeah.
love
Love
them.
them.
Don't be a mean
They're
girl.
so cute.
They
I
were here,
just-
right? Was I here? Did they
No,
come in?
you weren't
They
here.
No,
Yeah, they
yeah,
came
because
in.
they came in. There was both of them at the same time.
That's when we was talking about what's it called, wife? Don't the bonnet girl, the helmet of salvation.
Ooh.
Derek Jackson's
did
wife.
she make
Not
our,
be
And
our
they
top
called
five?
us
for
mean
her.
girls.
But it
And you
was
got
the
to
truth.
sign the
We was
thing
just
saying
And I
you're
did.
not
I
a
started
girl.
to feel. I started to feel.
We was just
like I was a
concerned,
mean
that's
girl,
all.
and I did sign the pledge. And I
Don't
still
be a
talked about
mean
her
girl.
bonnet. But when she came back with her pictures in the blue with the little afro, I was
Then
sharing it.
we gave her glory.
We
And
gave
she
her glory.
did. And she did.
And we're moving. Y'all remember when Mr. Jerry came?
No, I wish I was
I
here.
do,
This
I
was about the
remember
money,
him.
right?
He
I
was,
wish I was
yeah,
here.
he did great. He did a great job
nice
talking to
guy.
us. He's a financial advisor, insurance agent, and just a people lover.
Mm-hmm.
His company is Carpenter Marketing, and he told us about the American Rescue Plan, y'all. And listen, I did it because my
Yeah.
insurance was like $146
And
a
you
month,
saved.
and it dropped to $28 a month, and didn't change
right.
how I,
Okay.
you know, my
Coverages.
doctor or anything like that. So I was like, and thank you, praise God.
Okay, cool. Impact.
And I think the other person we had on here was we didn't add her, but Pastor Cheryl.
Oh, yeah.
She came
Love
on and
her.
she was talking
She
about
kept us
yeah, she
out
was
of the
helping
For the
PPP jail.
mountains.
right.
stuff.
She kept us out of the PPP jail and a few other things. So my goodness, what an amazing! Oh, and I think it was
Mrs.
somebody else.
Wisconsin.
Tamika.
Oh, I can keep going. Wait a minute.
Yes. Because she
Oh,
looked
that's
like a
Mr.
princess.
Jerry right there. Okay,
Yes.
yeah. Y'all probably see the pictures that we putting up as we kind of going through. All right, and then Miss Wisconsin, Tamika. Oh, I had that little crown in there. That's cute. And then she won. I forget what we did, but she won the
The
word,
word
challenge.
of. Yeah,
won
she
the book.
won Mr. Rocky's
Yeah,
book.
she won the book.
Oh yeah, the fight don't
Yes.
faint. But I mean, I love that. You know that this is somebody in our city that that people can look up to. We have all kinds of mentors and people that
Yeah.
people look up to, and so you got some little girls that would love to meet someone who looks like a
Yeah.
princess.
For sure.
And doing amazing things as well. Oh, that's a cute picture. Oh, there's Pastor Cheryl. We were just talking about her. That's a cute picture of her there
It
too.
is.
Oh, and then we had Becca come on. Black Mama Bell out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
This
missed
one I
this
said.
That was
too.
brilliant.
She was militant. She
Yeah,
ready.
I was like, ooh, okay, let's get
ready.
it together. Yeah. Yeah, but she's doing amazing thing. A lot of the stuff that she's doing is underground. Like you don't always see it, but you'll get an inbox
Oh, yeah.
like, okay, we're gonna meet up at this house at that house, and we gonna worship or whatever she say. And then generational legacy, Michelle L. Ford.
Yeah.
My goodness, she was a servant leader for philanthropic extraordinaire, and she just dropped, just power as it pertained to legacy. And she was so amazing.
Yeah, I
And of
loved
course,
her.
Pastor Melva.
My favorite.
Y'all know I get
Yes.
excited to talk about
So
Pastor
cute.
Melva. She's
Look
so
at her.
adorable. And so she's the founder of MHM, co-pastor of World Outreach. She was actually, I think the first year, her and Pastor Skip were Milwaukee Treasures, and I think my fourth year they were the global treasure because they do a lot of work outside of the country. They have Little Feet of Mexico and all these different things that they do around the world. It's not just called, how people got something in their name, but they don't actually live it. Like
Right,
it is
talking
World
about
Outreach.
international, right.
Like talking about international, you ain't never been past Hampton,
Okay.
know.
Okay,
Oh.
76 at that.
I can't let it.
Okay. They refused to go to the hood.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna be
Food
so
town.
excited to let this little one
Ah,
know
food town,
that
sorry.
he's gonna get an award. Brandon, I wasn't here, but you got to chat with Brandon
Yes.
Wilborn. He's
He was
doing quite a
amazing,
bit, huh?
yeah.
What are some things that he's doing? Do you recall?
Yeah, he was doing like some neighborhood things. His thing, he wanted to bring everybody together and do something fun.
And I think he was like 20, like 18.
I feel like he was younger than
Oh,
that.
actually, yeah. I felt like when I said it, it was like lie.
Yeah.
I
No, he
think
might have
he's
been like
like
16, 17 up there.
Yes, 15 or 16,
But yeah, he said we always get together to march and stuff. And he said aside from that, although they do that too, he wanted to do something just fun where they gave food away, a bounce house
Yeah.
and stuff for the kids. But he's been leading some marches and stuff here.
He better. Come on,
Peace
youngin'.
in the streets.
Yeah, he's passionate about it. So I follow him on Facebook now, and he's always doing something, and I love it. I love that he has that energy, and he can reach people that we can't. You know, so
Yeah.
I absolutely love that. And so that's just a few of the folks that we've talked to kind of over the time, and
Impact.
exactly impact. I mean, really, some life changers, some world changers that have been right here on WG with us. And so again, I'm grateful if any of you guys are listening. Thank you for spending time with us, and we will definitely see you in September for the Milwaukee Treasure Awards. Now we're going to go to a quick break, and we'll be right back with your Word Up Challenge after this.
Bring me a burden, bring me a problem. He says I can make it well, I can make it well. Bring me a struggle, bring me a pain. He says I can make it well, I can make it well. You may have lost a loved one, dealing with a broken heart. He says I can make it well, I can make it well. Bring me your insecurity, what you think may be a flaw. I can make it well, I can make it well. Down through the years, I've seen you work, so I know you can make it well. So I know you can make it well. Come on, let's testify.
Down through the years,
I've seen you work, and that lets me know. Yeah.
so I know you can make it well.
Down through the years, I've seen you work, and that lets me know. Yeah.
So I know you can make it well.
Down through the years, I've seen you work, and that lets me know.
So I know.
Here we go. I know you can make it well. Come on, let's declare it. I know you can make it well. Come on, let's proclaim it. I know you can make it well. There's no doubt in my mind. In fact, I know that I know that I know that I know. Lift your hand and say, oh, and shout out, you can make it well. Yes, you can, oh God. If you trust him to make it well, say, oh. Come on, let's declare it. Shout out, you can make it well. Yeah, well. So bring me a burden, bring me a problem. He says I can make it well. You can make it well. I can make it well. Tell me all about it. I can make it well. Lay it on the altar. I can make it well.
We out here serving, we out here serving, until the Lord close the curtains. We out here serving, we out here serving, we out here serving, until the Lord close the curtains. We out here serving. Woo! Who out here serving, boy? Me and my comrades, they out here hustling, we serving, not letting time pass. Evangelism in action, tell them what's happening. Catch me on the boulevard, serving like volleyball captains. Death is all around them, so I show them options for living. Pusher serving things, but we out here serving to make a difference. I get it, I get it. Serving out in the open, fulfilling the Great Commission. This is bigger than music, soldiers hanging in the balance. They bold enough to blow that loud, and I'm too bold to be silent. Think I'm wildin', protect and serve, taking over the nation's counties. Cause oh my God, gang riders straight bout it. What you think we doing? What you think we doing? What you think we doing? We out here serving, we out here serving, until the Lord close the curtains. We out here serving, we out here serving, we out here serving, until the Lord close the curtains. We out here serving. DH is here to serve and to change. Who can do it the same? I'm through with the games. My life mirrors the game of chess. This blessing make moves with the king. Out here serving the people. That's what I'm riding for. God brought me out the lion's den. I don't fear the lion's roar. To live is Christ, to die is gain. And every day I'm dying more. If you not out here serving, get to the back. Spinal cord, Holy Spirit living inside us to remind us was already written for me to be hidden inside of my Father's will about serving all the people. That's why your man career span longer than a flight to China. What you think we doing? What you think we doing? What you think we doing? We out here serving, we out here serving, until the Lord close the curtains. We out here serving, we out here serving, we out here serving, until the Lord close the curtains. We out here serving, out here serving, out here serving. What you think we doing? Out here serving. What you think we doing? Out here serving, out here serving. What you think we doing?
Yeah. Sometimes I don't make wise decisions, done things that made you cry, wandered off without your permission, ignored your spirit that lives inside. But how in the world do you continue to love me? I confess it to you, then I go and do it again. I'm drowning in a sea of confusion. I deny you, Lord, then call you my friend. But I really love you. I really love you. I really love you. Yes, I do. Oh, I really love you. I really love you. I really love you.
For your word of challenge with Lil Bit, she back. Where you been?
Y'all, I had to walk outside real quick. You know, I had to handle
Girl, them
some
cigarette
business.
breaks be serious.
Oh, what? First of all, you is not about to put a cigarette in my friend's mouth.
First of all, he's
I was
not.
gonna say,
He's horrible for that. Why would you
made a
even?
whole narrative.
Oh, well, praise be. We're
We
about
don't
to get
smoke
into the
on the
word of
weekdays.
challenge. Teach. Shut your mouth. And don't say nothing else on
He's
this
be taking
radio.
a smoke break.
Right.
Not only on the weekends.
He's
y'all,
like,
sorry.
but sometimes.
I'm not doing this
I'm
with
just
Teach.
kidding. I don't
Like
smoke.
the Baptists. Look, I grew up Baptist, I can say it. They
And
be
they
standing
do.
outside.
Fun.
They will be
They
standing
smoke
outside.
the
in the
deacons, too.
church's office, though.
And they red and white.
In the pastor office. They do.
And
Be
they
just
red
a
and white.
haze.
And it's okay. But anyways, we're here for the word of challenge, you guys. Our very last word of challenge.
Oh, not very last.
Well, I mean for this season.
Last for
this season.
I didn't tell you about what's about to happen, but yes, go ahead.
And
So it's
no.
still gonna happen, but not here.
Oh, Lordy, have
Anyhow.
mercy. Praise be.
It's the last one for today.
for this
for the radio,
season.
for this
And
season.
I hope that throughout this season,
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys have been close to your word and have been
Yeah.
close to God, and you have learned a little bit
Okay,
more
don't
because
take a
of
summer
us,
break
okay?
from your word.
Do not take, let this not be the season finale on your Bible streak. Amen.
Because it's hot
Amen.
outside and it's hot in here.
Okay.
I am not.
You're not going to go to hell for not reading the Bible.
Not with Teach.
might.
Not today. Okay,
You
come on, let's
might.
get into
Because
this
you ain't got no
question.
instruction.
Listen, and so
Aimless.
we gonna say quick congratulations. Last week we had 2 winners. Last week
Yes.
we did, and we gave away some of the Healing Project first aid
Felicia
kits.
Renee.
Yes, Felicia Renee. She was like
Oh.
winner by like
Yay.
default.
That's okay.
But there was someone who got the answer right, so we're still gonna
Kenyatta Davis.
Kenyatta Davis. We're
Yes.
gonna give the
Another cool
gift to
person.
her. So
Yeah.
yes,
You know Kenyatta, she's in Single Talk with us.
and that is sponsored by Justin Carr. So Carr Creatives, he's a photographer. Look him up on Facebook if y'all need photos. He does a great job.
Yes.
Listen, this week we have a ticket for the All White Affair. Okay, listen,
Yes.
that is going to be your prize. If you would like to win, you can call in at 414-578-1560, or if you're watching on Facebook Live, you can go ahead and drop your answer in the comment
And
section.
it's gonna be food at that event.
And it's going to be food at
And
that
on the
event.
bayou, and on the bayou
Oh,
got
yeah,
good
they
food.
got
They
good
have
food.
really good
Order that
food.
scallop shrimp and
Get the
salmon.
catfish or the
Oh,
shrimp
yeah.
and grits. I don't know. Either one. It's
Anything.
all just really
I don't
good.
like
We're
fish.
gonna
I
have
heard fish
salmon
is
tonight.
amazing.
And get you a cute all white outfit, okay? Amen.
Cute.
Amen.
It's for mommies.
Okay, well, congratulations on that, and yeah. But get y'all white outfits and answer this word up challenge so y'all can win, okay?
Yeah.
Amen. Amen. So the question is this: what is the very last word in the book of Revelation?
Ooh, the end. End.
The end. Wow. Why are you answering?
Oh.
Why are you answering? Why are you
Last
answering?
word, end. That's
Yeah,
the
why
part.
are you answering?
Just
That's-
forget that because what had happened was that wasn't the right answer.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's not the right answer.
So-
If you would like to call in,
Yes.
you can call in and have Kiwan buzz you in. Call us at 414-578-1560. Or if you're watching on Facebook Live, you can drop your answer in the comment section. Again, the question is, what is the last word in the book of Revelation? Why
Think
you gotta
about
do
it.
that?
But I like it. It be right. You was right on time with
He
it.
do. He be waiting on us. He do. And look at the way he get tickled about it too makes it funnier because he is hissing over here.
Wait a
to
minute. So
himself.
what is the what was the question again?
What is the last word in the book of Revelation? It's not Revelations. Y'all thought it was an S on the end of that Bible, the book of the Bible. It ain't. Why do
That's
black
our
folk
culture.
love to
That's
put an S on everything?
Mines.
It be like all these.
Or a K.
Ain't no S on all these.
Nordstrom's.
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 Illinois. You gotta put it's
No,
silent.
Or a K where is the T?
Okay,
still
yes.
got Galaxy.
Listen, did anybody
And that's
answer?
a whole
Please
completely
go back to the
different
live so we can see. Did anyone put the answer in the comments?
What's the last word in the book of Revelation?
Oh,
Regina
somebody
got
got
it.
Ooh, what
Regina,
is it?
you ain't even gonna go. You don't deserve that.
What is it?
It's amen.
Amen. Oh.
That was so easy. Like y'all.
Yeah.
Why?
I knew that.
End. The end.
Yes,
It
in
is,
Bible
though.
terms.
But that's
The end
okay.
in
So
Bible
Regina,
terms.
Regina, you got the ticket. You could pay. You could gift it or you could go.
You can gift it or you can
So
go.
I'm gonna send it over to you, and
Yes.
it's gonna be food and all types of things. Oh, here comes somebody calling.
Well, it's
Oh.
too late
Is it
now.
too
No,
late?
no. The bridegroom has came and gone.
All right,
Oh,
thank
wow.
you, caller,
Ouch.
for trying. And we're moving, so we're gonna go to a quick break, and we'll be right back after this.
I just wanna live for you. 'Cause it's not about me, but it's all about you. I just wanna live for you. 'Cause it's not about me, but it's all about you.
I don't wanna go a day without giving your name the praise. I don't take for granted everything you've done and all the things you do. You look beyond my faults and still meet my needs. Oh, and if it wasn't for you, Lord, tell me where would I be?
I just wanna live for you.
I just wanna live for you.
'Cause it's not about me,
Not about me,
it's all about you.
but it's all about you.
I just wanna live for you.
I just wanna live for you, you.
'Cause it's not about me,
Not about you.
it's all about you.
My whole life has been wrapped around my wants, and the whole time forsaking what I need. I had all these material things, but inside I was still empty. Those things meant nothing. I was missing your loving. I was lost in a maze. You came and found me. I couldn't see my way out. You came and saved me. Not ashamed. No, 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 I'm not ashamed to tell the whole world.
I just wanna live for
In my walking, in my talk, Lord, I want it to be a life pleasing to you.
but it's all about you.
But it's
Our back,
all
you guys are locked live to the Saved in the City radio show right here on WGLB AM 1560, 96.1 FM. And while we were off the air, we got a call from, I want to say it's Minister Renee, but one of our faithful listeners. And so we definitely want to give you a shout out and just say thank you for listening, you know,
Yeah,
because.
and calling in.
Okay, and calling in. Nobody
And
wants
she
to
won a
talk.
prize.
Right, and you won a prize before it. That's right. Oh, it was the it was that perfect piece.
Oh, perfect. That was a good
Yeah,
prize.
that
That
was a
was
good
good.
prize. Yeah, absolutely. And so
I think
again,
she
we
just dropped. I'm sorry. She just dropped like a hand lotion now. Pastor Pam.
It's
Pastor
in
Pam.
Syndix. She's like in the stores.
Oh, yeah,
and-
that's what we
yes.
got.
This is Syndix?
Yeah, she better come on.
Oh yeah, it's a
Cindy's
real
is-
thing.
That's real. That's real.
Yeah, so we're appreciative of you, Renee, and everybody that listens who wants to talk to an empty room. And so we feel your presence and we thank you. So if you guys are ready, we're gonna get into our last, at least for now, top five.
Not
You doing
teach
too
me
much?
emotional.
Okay, I'm gonna do like the
Top
intervention.
five, you doing too much moments of the week. And so instead of finding what's been going on this week, even though we could have, because
Okay.
there's always something,
Always something.
we said we kind of go through kind of our top five list of our top five lists that we've had over the
Top
the
five
last
list of
few
our
months.
top five list.
And so number 5, cussing Kirk.
Ooh, I love him. I love him.
That was a good one. I'm sorry. It
was a good
I
one.
like that one, and I
That
like
caused a
that
lot
we
of
still did
controversy.
not cancel him.
No,
Yeah,
he's
I
not
think
gonna
that
get
the
canceled.
Sun did too
It was
much.
how, and I think it's always about the timing and the how.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
other people, it wasn't like he put it on Facebook or he put it on something
Yeah.
for us.
Or it was live.
Or
It was
yeah,
just
we
like-
want like he
yeah.
wanted us to see. He wasn't
Right.
attention seeking.
Yeah.
We learned about his son. Like, dude, he was trying to get him.
Right. It was some
I'ma
other
mess up your
things with
reputation,
it.
Dad.
I don't think we can cancel Kirk. I don't think Kirk could ever be canceled.
Kurt is powerful.
Okay, he's
Yeah, and then I think he did when he dropped the Tiny Desk a little bit after. He had like one of
Yes.
the best Tiny
It was
Desks
one of the best. Yeah, it was
ever.
one of the best.
It's like 5 million views on it right now.
yeah, it's so
Tiny
interesting.
Desk is cold, period.
I love
Yeah.
Tiny Desk.
Yes, we actually have a call. We're going to take it because this is our last top 5. We're going to take the call. Oh, I'm about to click it like I know. Okay. What's up, caller? You're on the air with the Saved in the City radio show.
I'm listening. I love y'all. Y'all keep up the good work. God bless y'all. And I love y'all. And y'all just keep up the good work in Jesus. And God bless.
Thank you,
Will.
Thank
Thank you.
Oh my goodness, Deacon Hill, we are loving it because again, y'all, this is our last show until October. We will be back in October, but at least this is our last show on the Fridays until October. And so again, hearing from you just makes it make sense that that while we're doing the show, it's really because of our listeners. And so Kirk, and why on the picture, the Lee got the picture up because he looked like. And
No,
looked
I
like
picked that picture on purpose because I dare you to say something.
He looked like, and what about it?
And what about it?
I absolutely love it. And so, yes, 5 on our top 5, you doing too much moments of the months.
The season.
Of the season.
Yes.
Top 5, you doing too much moments of the season. Number 5 was Cussing Kirk. And number 4... The African Angels.
Hilarious.
Okay.
Were you here at the one where her ex-husband outed her?
I don't think that was real.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think it was real. I did see that meme. So there's a meme that was circulating because I tried, we got a fact find when we're in the media to make sure that it was real. So I started to look around to see, and somebody else typed that.
You think so?
He didn't do that.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so. I think
think
what was said
I got the
was
backstory.
real and legit. I just
sounds
don't think he said it. I think somebody might have overheard him saying it.
I think the backstory is
And
real.
said it.
And
Yeah,
said
I think
it.
there's definitely truth to it. I think
But-
she stopped paying her alimony and he got mad.
Because he had a whole, Teach had a
Did seem
whole
like a girl.
scenario.
You know I'm gonna have a scenario.
Period.
Oh, awesome.
So the African Angels, y'all who remember exactly what happened with the African Angels?
She was calling down African angels to help Trump win the election.
And there was a pattern.
Like
It
at
was
least call European ones.
She was
like,
like,
bring the
I
angels
called
down.
the African angels.
Right.
Bring them
they're
on
descending
down.
and ascending from Africa. Like,
You better
girl, right?
direct. I think the
Not
other thing,
vain repetitions for these African angels.
Listen,
the African
No, the
Angels.
African
They
Angels
said
is
the
busy.
African angels was really the soldiers in Wakanda, and they struck back.
That is sometimes
Girl, they
America-
busy. They got to deal with no food.
Right,
AIDS,
the
child.
African angels
Lies.
is taking care.
Right.
I can't do it. And so, so I think an honorable mention, next to these African angels is all of the prophets that had prophesied.
That he would win.
And the
Yeah, and was
evangelicals
wrong.
that was like
And was wrong.
that Trump was winning, and you couldn't tell. And then afterwards, gonna be laughing. But you laughing, but he
No,
lost.
but was still standing on it after he lost.
That's what I'm saying.
Talking about it's not over. It's not. Yes,
It's
it is.
over, Trump.
It's
Listen,
over.
Throw your
The fat
bag of
lady
Cheetos
done
away.
sang.
It's gone.
No, even
Not
add
bag
to this,
of
I like her
Cheetos
little
away.
comeback when people didn't like what she said. She had on a No Limit outfit.
Oh yeah, she
Oh,
was
the
like,
comeback.
"Call me.
She
You
wasn't
got my
playing with
number.
us.
Call me."
But who came back for it? Was it Kirk?
Yeah.
Kirk
Kirk.
came back. I don't know. I think it was Pastor Jamal
It was
Bryant.
Pastor Jamal Bryant.
thought Kirk
And I feel
did.
like Kirk. It was Kirk.
I don't remember
Kirk.
Kirk.
Kirk said,
Yes, yeah.
no, this is what Kirk said. He didn't come. I think it was Pastor, I don't know.
Pastor Jamal Bryant made an actual post. And he said, I don't have your number. Can you please
But
give it
so
to me?
did Kirk. Oh, that now, yes. But Kirk said something else too, where he was just along the lines of he wasn't coming for her, but he alluded to it.
Yeah.
Like it's something like and not like I don't remember exactly what he said.
And
But
then
it
she
was
put on her No Limit outfit. Like, hold on.
Y'all can come
G.
for me. Y'all got my number.
Girl,
It's
not
the
in
hate
her
the
juicy
culture, but
couture
appropriate.
jogger.
Right. It's the I hate the culture, but I appropriate the culture. Like, just pick one.
But you know
Just
what?
pick.
What made me feel sad is because I actually used to really love Paula White.
Same. I still get her emails from when I had signed up a long time
I
ago.
unsubscribed.
I'm unsubscribing. I just keep scrolling.
I loved Paula White, and now she look. Isn't it interesting when the inside changed and your face changed? Because I used to think she was pretty.
She was
And
pretty.
now I'm
She
like,
was
what? Look at her face next to.
No, I was
Well,
just-
Donald Trump.
first
she was
of all,
pretty when
black
she-
don't crack,
yeah.
and she is not of our.
And we're moving. Okay. And so number 3 on our top 5, you
the
doing
real
too
winner,
much
the
moments.
real MVP right
of
here,
the
man.
season.
She won.
She should have been number one.
The
She
Gorilla
should've
Glue
been.
Girl.
Say she's winning.
That's
man.
true.
She winning.
Talk about what had
Ooh,
happened.
so child, this baby put some Gorilla Glue on her hair to sleek her ponytail back and meant to get the Gots to Be, which is like you can wash out.
See, that's what I say. Was
Hair
it an
glue.
accident or was
No,
it like
no,
she knew it was Gorilla
because
Glue?
the Gots to Be bottle is bright yellow.
Let me tell you, it was not an accident
She
because
knew it was
I've watched
Gorilla
all of
Glue.
her interviews.
Yeah, she
and
said
she
it.
said, I knew it was Gorilla Glue. I just thought I was going to put a little bit in it, but I put a little bit
And
too
that it
much.
will wash out. And that it will
But
wash
this
out.
is what she said because she said she did it before. And I said, girl, you gonna keep using the Gorilla Glue.
She did it before?
Oh, I
She
didn't
said
know
she did
that.
it before. She said every now and again, she was like, if it's the extra flyaways, I'll just squirt just a little bit and it'll just. Tessica.
The irony is, Miss Tessica is coming out with a hair care line this year. Are y'all buying?
Yeah,
But tell her what the line, what the product does.
It's healthy. It's healthy.
It's for hair growth.
Yeah, hair growth.
Which makes
It's for
sense. Like
healthy
whoever
hair.
her people are. Because it honestly,
She won, though.
because if her hair actually starts growing, and she can prove that this is her real hair. After
No, I don't. No, ma'am. Because if you're marketing this right now, she's currently pregnant, so I don't want to hear no hair growth.
All right.
Your
But
hair
listen,
grow good when you're pregnant and then prenatal.
But here's the
stuff.
thing:
No, ma'am.
you ain't buying, but a whole bunch of other people
We'll
gonna be like,
see if she
"Ooh."
retains it. We'll see under this quick
So-
weave she been
So in
sporting.
7 months.
No, but on the picture though, she got her little natural out. Did you
Okay.
see that?
So in 7 months, she got media fame,
28,000.
a husband, money, and a career.
And a new baby.
But you know, can
Right.
I
Yeah,
say, I'm not mad. I'm really
I'm
not
gonna say,
mad
I'm
at
like,
her.
she won.
That's what
I'm
I
mad
say.
either.
Capitalize
Won.
off of everything. And what
Listen,
about it?
I don't know why people so mad because, like,
ain't
in my
mad. She
opinion,
got
I'm
it.
like, but I didn't give her a dime. Like, it don't affect me that she win,
Yeah, it
that she
don't.
get money. She didn't get my money,
I didn't give no
and she won't get my
GoFundMe.
money.
I didn't
But I
know-
ain't mad that she
GoFundMe.
got
She
money.
did have a GoFundMe,
You know, I'm
didn't
just
I
like.
wouldn't put none in it.
But the grill, but you know, when I did watch, you know, initially when she was trying to get it out, it was like days that she had that on her hair, and it would
Yeah,
not
she
move.
suffered. She
And they
suffered.
were white. What was those acetone patches?
Yes.
Yeah, and it was burning her
Ooh,
scalp.
you could tell
Like,
it was
listen, acetone can peel paint.
Right.
I like refurbished the dresser, and I didn't have no paint stripper to
dissolves
start it.
all of that,
I poured
yes.
acetone on it. It began to bubble, and I could scrape the actual hardware paint
You
up.
said, imagine your scalp.
Imagine, listen,
Your
her
skin,
scalp.
that's like the
is
most sensitive
the
skin
most
you got.
sensitive
Yeah.
skin.
Ooh, she suffered for that.
She was crying.
She suffered for
And it was
that,
blessed.
honey.
Beyonce say
Damn, it
pretty
was
hurts because you don't want to fly away.
Yes, all of that. But we're not gonna get into
The
her eyelashes.
ponytail wasn't even all that, to be honest.
It was something that she put on her own little
It was
head.
something.
What the other part that didn't get me, I guess this don't have nothing to do with it though. But it was like through all of this, even in the
She didn't
surgery,
take them contacts out.
baby,
Oh,
she
you know
had
what?
them contacts in and them lashes.
Okay.
She did.
I think she took the lashes off during the surgery.
She probably did, but them contacts was in, baby.
But did y'all see the actual surgery?
I did.
No.
And
Or,
he
I'm
took his
saying
time with
surgery,
her.
but
He took his time with
but
her.
he was trying to go ahead and get his little clout too. I ain't mad.
And I'm
and,
not
and
mad.
he deserve it.
Everybody can eat.
He
It's
was like,
okay.
I'm paying for
Because
you
when
know.
Becky them at the ER didn't know what to do.
They did not. They
Take
was
these
talking about, here
patches.
goes some Tresemme and some acetone.
Right.
No, thank you.
Acetone.
They was for the
No,
stripper
thank you.
ball.
Po
Ooh,
baby.
the Gorilla Glue girl. My. Well, and she's yet around. But you know what? This is what we said about Andrew Caldwell in 2014.
Yeah,
That
he's
it
still
was
holding
15
on.
years of fame, and he is yet holding on.
Because he's unwell, so we always going to get a good laugh.
I know.
off
And
that.
I stopped watching
and
him.
I'm not. You did, Brandy.
I stopped watching him for like
I was going
like,
to say, no, she did it.
like a couple months. I'm back at it again.
Oh, well, you made it seem like you currently.
I'm like, no, she
I've
did.
been clean for 2
Yeah, but I'm back
Girl,
at it.
bye.
I relapsed.
I was like, let me go look at him and see what he's doing. You know, because you know what really made me stop, because I could not stand looking at his hair. He might need some Gorilla Glue girl product, because it's the little receding part right here.
Oh.
Now I don't mind the receding, but he grow these little curlies around it. It
He
just-
gives me like little Hobbit. I don't know, like so his face gives me. I don't know, just something mystical, like garden gnome or something. I don't know. His
Garden
face gives
gnome.
that.
I don't know.
His face, don't it? If you look at it long enough, it gives some type of mystical creature, like he should be in some type of pixie garden.
I don't know why.
It's giving.
He
Oh,
puts
let's
me
look
to
how she
sleep.
posing with that bottle. She's just
It's the
unwell.
eyes
She
that
won.
scare
She
me.
ain't
It's the
all
eyes
right.
that scare me. And it's the same eyes on her new product too.
And the dragon lashes.
And the dragon lashes, but yeah. I
Y'all
don't
ever
know.
seen Shrek when the dragon
to
fell in
fly
love with
away,
Donkey?
yes.
And he was like, "You're a girl dragon," and she had them lashes. That's what I see when I,
I
look
just don't
at that.
understand how they ever
That's
had babies.
exactly how she looked. She on Shrek.
Ooh, that's okay.
Look, she fit to fly away with them lashes.
Well, get your money. She still got more money than me. All
what
right,
about
and number 2.
Okay.
Oh,
This
I
is
kind of
serious.
hate this, but but our I can't get it out. On our top 5, you doing too much moments. It's not always the funny stuff. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's the real things that
That's doing too
that
much.
you know that's doing too much, and it's just dirty cops in general.
Yeah.
And so Sharice pulled us up a photo of just wow.
It made me sad. And
I
it still
mean-
ain't all of them. It's not even from. This not from 2021.
And these are all of these people that died, you know, at the hands of cops. And, you know, so anybody from George Floyd, Sandra Bland, they said that she killed herself.
I don't believe it.
No,
we
not
all
even
like,
seen the video. We're like,
nah.
And
G.
then
You see Breonna Taylor.
Trayvon Martin.
Everybody.
And wait, what was this little boy?
Rolando
This little boy looked just like
Castillo.
Emmett Till.
That one ticks me off.
He does. What was that baby's name?
And I remember,
some
yeah, I
Grice.
feel like we should say their names. Oh my
Tamir.
goodness.
Yeah, Tamir.
Tamir, that's right.
He
And
does look like Emmett Till.
Eric
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Eric,
This is not
was
even
it Eric
2021. This is from 2020.
Wow.
Yeah.
Or what? Mike Brown, right?
Yep.
And Eric Garner.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
This
Wow.
is sad. This is some people that we haven't even heard of. Like some of these faces
Right. I've never seen.
I've never seen.
But it happened.
Rest in peace. And then you got Black Lives Matter there, and still people that don't understand it. Like, don't understand why we would even say something like that. And still people will say, well, no, all lives matter. Or come up with blue lives matter. Like, why are we even, like, it's not. And the whole thing about the whole Black Lives Matter moment,
saddening.
it is very saddening, but it was never to exclude other people. It was to include us.
Yeah.
Right.
Because we didn't feel like we
Because
did
we
matter.
were excluded.
Not even that we didn't feel like we did. We don't matter
don't.
to a lot
That's
of people. We matter to me, you know, but to a lot of people. And it kind of goes back to that thing that I usually say, you know, this thing that we have where we feel like we got to measure up.
Mm-hmm.
We got to measure up to white people, or we have to measure up to whoever the societal heads are, and then we're accepted, you know.
We
And
will-
then
And they
What
still
makes-
not accepted.
What makes me sad is like black people, we will kill ourselves overcompensating to still not measure up.
and the thing
That
is,
hurts.
and for that, stop trying to measure up. That's that's
Exactly.
really the point.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that's why it goes back to, you know, supporting black businesses. That's why it goes back to let's have the Juneteenth. I mean, we've been having our Juneteenth. We're not gonna stop because y'all now want to acknowledge it. We was having it before, you know, and all of these other different things. It's like, you know, I'll get something, and if other people acknowledge me that are not in my race, is great. But I don't look to it as a point of saying. Because if I'm honest about our show, people we're saying you're not going, you know, it's going to be urban, and you're going to, it's going to be, you know, focused on the urban market, and white people aren't going to get it. I've heard that before. But that's the thing. You do anything in excellence, they'll get it.
See,
And
but
it
my
don't
thing
matter if they
is-
don't.
White
And that's
people
what
hate
I
us
say.
for
But I don't
that.
cater to them
And
for
I
that.
hate that we, as black people, try to diversify everything, and they don't include us in nothing. You can watch a movie
Right.
and it be just all you ain't see not a black person in there. We do a movie, we try to include.
That's true.
Because we just love everybody. We just naturally love. I just be like,
And
you
we
know
want to
what?
be accepted.
And
I'm
we'll just
okay if my
give
audience
and
ain't
give.
them.
And the other part, so yeah, you'll get your BET award, but you still don't feel like you got it until you get your Grammy or your
Right.
Oscar.
Ugh, I
Yeah,
know.
that's
Ugh.
true.
Give me a
That's it.
BET award.
But
I'll
like
be
you
happy.
said, as
Yeah.
a culture, we haven't
And
made
will
a
be.
decision yet.
Okay.
Like, it's two sides. Do we want acceptance, or will we be comfortable like doing our own? And it seems like we need their validation.
I think it's
sad.
the only reason why one would need someone's validation is because they don't know who they are.
Correct.
You know, or we literally are coming from a culture that doesn't know their history. And so when
Right.
you don't know that, then you are susceptible to feeling like, well, I got to measure up to something else because I have no other thing to measure to. I have no idea what else I can measure to.
But then even like for us, it's not for some of us, it's not so much like I have to measure up just to be accepted.
Yeah.
It's just like, let me get here because low key the treatment better. Like I just want to
Ooh,
increase
that's
my
a good
quality of
point.
life. I really don't want to
Wow.
fit in with y'all, but I do want to be comfortable.
But this is why I like places like Atlanta and other
Right.
places, or like I'm a graduate from Howard University, where I got to experience excellence without having to measure up to anybody.
Yeah.
Where I could literally be
Just
in
because
a
you were you.
right. I could
Right.
be in a neighborhood in Atlanta where it was all black people in the neighborhood in
Right.
Stone Mountain area,
Yeah.
and it was like plush. And nobody was looking. I mean, Alpharetta was a nice area too. But it wasn't like, oh, I need to be in Alpharetta. That's better than Stone Mountain. Like they had parts of Stone Mountain where it was like all black community, and it was like dope, you know. Or being at Howard and being like, dang, everybody like
Right.
I think
on
when
the
it
come
comes-
up.
Yeah, when it comes to that, I think we're progressing. But when it comes to like commerce, like if you make a purse brand and it's amazing, I still want Gucci. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
that's
true.
you
That's
can make an
absolutely
amazing
true.
belt and your belt is cold, but I sure want a Gucci belt.
Right,
Like,
right.
Because
True.
it means the prestige behind it. You can have a
Yeah.
coffee shop. I'm getting Starbucks because Starbucks means something.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean,
Yeah.
black designers, luxury brands are
Yeah.
starting to make a rise. I
Yes.
think last year in the big blackout support black business.
And
have
even some
kind of
artists I've
pushed-
noticed too.
Yeah, it's kind of pushed black designers
And like
up.
the inauguration.
Inauguration, how they used a lot of black designers,
Mm-hmm.
but you're absolutely right. It's still the thing where it's just like,
And I think the
haven't
part
arrived.
that
It's the
irritates
standard.
me
That
the
is the
most
standard.
is that we're always trying to measure up, but then you got cultural appropriation.
Yeah, but now
Oh,
I talk
man.
to I have
It's
a
so
friend who's in
much.
fashion, and now they're looking to. Now they're hiring diversity directors. I mean, because they understand what's happening and they're trying to get ahead of it and still. But now they have to hire us because now they need our input. Now they need our creativity.
They always do.
And yeah,
I seen
They
this
still
interview
gonna
with
pay
Kim
you less.
Kardashian
It's-
like just a couple weeks ago. This girl was so
I
brown.
can't stand them.
I was like, girl, you a whole black girl.
She used like a black emoji on her Twitter account. Like, girl,
I don't get it, but then us still trying to figure out. It's just it's a
My
lot.
mama real light skinned and let her use a white emoji.
Right.
There would be people upset.
like, come on now, exactly.
So I don't know. I definitely don't measure up to them. If I'm accepted, I'm accepted. My standard is the Holy Ghost. Okay.
Amen.
Okay.
Amen.
So and that's whose affection I'm trying to win. And what I
Exactly.
love about it is that I don't got to try to win it.
And
It's
it's
already
that-
won.
Okay.
and imagine hating me, but everybody else still love me because I'm God's kid.
Oh my God, like serious. Imagine just being like, okay, you know what? As I look around, I do see that it really is love, even though you are saying it in another way.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
And we're moving. All right. And so, number one, this is good. Because it's yet going on.
Oh
It's
my
definitely
God.
doing
This
too much.
was the number
COVID,
one.
you doing
Yet
too
alive.
much for
Yet
the last
Head
alive.
couple
on
years.
out. Get the hearse. Head 'em
So,
on
I mean,
out.
where do we even begin?
Y'all remember in the beginning, everybody was in like that shock, and they were literally running out of hospital space and
Oh, we got more
and
pictures
putting
and stuff,
bodies
too.
in trucks.
I remember
Yeah.
that was in New York.
Yes,
I saw that. I remember I saw that video, and I was like, is this real?
it was real.
Yeah,
I
you
thought
remember
it
when
was
they had the
fake.
helicopter view of like all the plots. They were just literally putting dead people in
That is
fields and-
crazy. Are we gonna act like that did not happen?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Like that.
Like they couldn't even have funerals.
No
Right.
funeral.
People-
What
they were just
happened to
putting
all
people
of these
straight in
bodies?
graves.
They just
Right.
They put them
buried
straight
them
in
all.
graves.
I was gonna
It's
claim
weird.
my people though. I'm glad it wasn't nobody for me because I would have figured out. I'm
But
like,
you know they were
I'll
giving
be
people.
digging through the bodies.
They were giving. You got a tax credit for like a funeral expense of a loved one who passed, and you weren't able to do a funeral. It was about $7,000, but it's still
But
like.
still,
hey.
no. But they out here with videos. The average funeral is $30,000. You gonna give me
Right.
seven?
7.
Good
7?
point. Good point.
And I lost a whole family member.
And couldn't celebrate their life. We couldn't
Couldn't,
even gather.
couldn't see them
Yep.
for probably a month on end before they died.
Right. Yep.
And this was a world thing. Like 9/11 was
right.
here.
Right.
Like, this was
I
the
remember
whole
in
world.
France, it got really bad. Like it got
did.
super bad there, and they just had a whole. You would see like sea of dead people. Like
Oh, I think it was in Detroit. They did like this mass kind of funeral.
Why was it so strong?
And they
like that
had
at
they
first?
had someone like, well, you could drive through. It was like a memorial. You could drive through, and it was all these pictures, these blown up pictures of everybody that had died of COVID. It was over 900 photos, and it was like a small town. And what bothered me the most is that the majority of the people on the photos was black. I'm like, 900 black people just died in Detroit from COVID?
yeah.
Like, what's going
Girl,
on?
what about Milwaukee? I'm sure if they pull the numbers, this was up there too.
I don't even want to look. I still got my first mask.
You do.
I do too.
Oh, you cold.
Girl, that mask rubbed the skin off my nose.
This one
I
was
said
made.
nose was raw, child. It was made of wool.
No,
I'm like, ain't nothing getting through here. Not even me.
it was. It was a yarn junkie. She had came out the gate making them, and they was very stylish. And I was like, I guess I bought one from my mother. I bought one from me, and it's a good one. So I was like, it's a good quality mask. You know, it's one of those kind you can wash.
Like, I'm still in shock at the bodies being piled.
Listen,
and just thrown into the ground.
I was just excited to go to the grocery store. My mom said, we
remember
getting
that?
ready to leave the house.
Remember there was no water. Like I had
toilet paper.
I went in, and so I didn't even struggle and fight with these people over bottled water. I took my little pitcher, my little filter, and I bought a whole bunch of filters, and I was good. I was just switching them out.
I wasn't nervous about the toilet paper until I went to One Pick and Save, and it was number wipes, and I was like, ooh, we really ain't
this
got
real. This is real.
I said,
listen, thank God you ain't got to go to nobody's office. You just be fucking.
Baby, I bought the baby wipes.
Okay, and what about it? We'll be all right.
Probably a little more fresh. Okay.
I can't believe COVID. They got all these pictures of the cities being closed. Right. Like you can nobody
Vegas
in Times Square.
Was closed.
Vegas,
I've never heard that in
nobody.
My life.
The
cities
very
surreal.
The cities that never sleep.
Cities that never
slept. No, they ain't sleep. They was just in the house
doing
what they was doing.
Hibernation.
And just think about when we really couldn't go nowhere. Like literally having to be. I think what was the longest that you guys stayed at home?
Ooh.
In a row without leaving at all.
4 weeks almost.
No.
4 weeks?
Yeah.
Never leaving?
Mm-mm.
The longest I stayed was 3 days. Back to back. I'm talking about
Nope. As soon as my job said work from home, I picked up my computer and I was in.
But you didn't go to the store or nothing like that? Ooh.
I did that one store trip and I was good.
I still had to lead worship every Sunday, so I did.
Oh,
I did that all through the pandemic.
For a lot of the people in the church, everybody was like, "Ooh, we off," but the worship leaders. That y'all was still on.
Still ain't got it right.
And that was the other part. Churches that ain't never went live had started trying to go Facebook Live
for doing live,
and talked about people for doing live, and their lives were so weak. And they had their 2 little members on there looking.
But then remember when we was just all just at our wits' end, and we was like, "Hey, you want to come by?" Like we never went to our friends' backyard parties. All of a sudden,
I went to a couple.
The police called on us. My neighbors have more than 10 people in their home. Like,
baby, I was at my mama, and I do not go. She would love me to go over there every day, but I go maybe a couple days a week, maybe on the weekend. I was at my mama's house every day. I had nowhere else to go. I was like, "Mom, hey, mama, what we cooking today?"
Just need some company.
Hey,
you needed somebody.
And then that was the other thing because you really wasn't sure about other people. So it was like, let me stay in my same little circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, you stayed in your circle.
Did anybody have a COVID bae?
I had got married.
You had got married. I had a COVID bae.
My therapist.
I won't never tell nobody about it.
I had got
married. I did have a COVID bae.
My therapist was my COVID bae. I'm like, "What you doing? Let's jump on a call." I'm losing my mind.
I had a COVID bae. Then when I came out the COVID, I was like, "What?" That's a lot of people.
I definitely dumped my therapist.
A couple people was like, I don't know if it's love. I think it's COVID.
Blinded by the COVID.
I was like, because it was. I met this person. And I had met this person
or somebody to
right
do.
before.
No, I'm just
help, Lord. Help us, Lord.
I had met this person right before COVID hit, and then I didn't trust nobody. I was like, at least I know where he go and where he at. But everybody, I was like, I didn't be. Then people was trying to do a little online day. I said, Lord, I don't even know.
It was just too much. But COVID did, I spent a lot of time with my family.
Which was good. So that there were some pluses to it. Yeah,
stimulus
a lot
checks.
Of pluses.
Stimmies, crab balls.
Listen.
The crab balls was going
crab ball at your house.
The crab balls was going crazy during quarantine.
Listen.
Okay.
Man, it wasn't no crab.
What's crazy is that now there's so many shortages. Like there's a shortage of chicken wings. Oat milk ran out, and I'm like, we never ran out of seafood.
You said oat milk?
Oat milk has
Well, that's what happened.
Starbucks don't have oat milk.
You liked it? You liked the oat milk? Because I loved it.
Yeah.
And I was so sad I couldn't get my
chicken wings. There's a shortage of it. But I'm like, how did we not run out of crab legs?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out.
I think it was.
It's a shortage.
No. Unless that's all imitation.
Well,
crab.
no. Remember there was that
imitation.
There was a scare. We still didn't stop eating the crab balls. There was a case of COVID on one of the shipping boats, and they had transferred it to the seafood. So now we don't know.
We was cracking them in the
shaker. You make the water hot enough.
When I was in the hospital for a week.
Make the water hot enough. You kill that COVID right on out of there.
Drink some ginger ale.
The hot toddy behind it.
Raquel said I saved money, no fast food. No, I was.
That's what.
I needed some normal food.
I was DoorDashing.
That's what I did. I didn't
never
leave,
before.
And ate fast food until I could no longer eat fast food.
Then
Fast food was my quail.
I ate fast food till it wasn't even fun no more.
Listen, I
wanna
was
cook
sick
meals.
of food.
It was a thing. I'm like, I'm
sick
going
of
to
food.
Checkers. I'm going
Sick
to,
of it.
I'm going to Chick-fil-A, which I want.
Right.
And the
Wanna
poor
go.
Dashers just coming on and bringing it.
Just
And
come
I had
home, bring it,
stuff
put it on
being
the
shipped to
doorstep.
the house every day, child. I couldn't keep up. I had
I
so
was
much
doing
stuff coming to the house.
the grocery delivery.
No, I had
Yeah, they made
Amazon
some money.
shopping.
Did
like,
you-
Yep,
Clothes.
Amazon groceries.
Did you get into it with anybody, like going into the store without a mask or something like that?
No, we didn't do that. We were serious.
I had some comments because like I was pumping gas like when it was kind of lifting a little bit, so I was pumping gas and I went in real quick, just dropped my little $10, like give me 10 on 3.
Right.
He said wear a mask next time, and I was like, it's not even worth it. Let me just go pump my gas because leave me alone. I was in and out of here.
No, I never got into it. Man, I was wanting to fight too during that time. I never had the opportunity.
Yeah, my husband was tense. He was like, let somebody say something in this Walmart. I said, just put the mask on.
I never went in without a mask, but I did show up before and not have one, so I had to make do. And so I've had scarves around my face. I've had all kinds of.
I put my head in my shirt.
The worst one, it was because I be carrying my little like these like tripod things. I took a tripod bag off and put that around my face because I had to go in. I had to buy a U-Haul truck. And I didn't have it. And I was like, so I had that thing wrapped around.
The walk of shame of when you had your mask in a car and then you get to the door and be like,
you got to walk back.
Turn around.
Oh my God.
I saw it was
That's so irritating.
People, yeah, we were like, we all forgot our masks. Like,
that's up there close to when you have a bad day and your shirt snag on the door handle.
Grab the door handle, grab you.
It changed.
Listen,
It changed church
I remember,
forever.
who was that? The
For
celebrity
real.
Saweetie. She was walking somewhere. She didn't have a mask. She just did like this.
Is
Like,
she
girl,
really-
what's that doing? She just covered her mouth and her nose with her hand.
Girl,
like,
please.
But
you know what? Church will never be the same.
Never ever.
That's it.
That was
I'm glad we made this shit
The
with
mass choirs
people.
with 500 people
Oh,
singing.
Death of Choirs.
Death of Choirs.
Dang. The
Everybody
only
got
choir
favorite
still
groups.
bumping is Maverick. And listen.
Dang, it's a lot of change. If we think about it, I mean,
They
we're
changed
laughing
our
about
life.
some of the stuff, but this was a lot of change to happen all at once. So I don't think it's by chance that some of us are dealing with more anxiety, all of these other things that have been going on. Hey, I love God. That means it's time to go.
Right.
But oh my goodness. So this again has been your top 5 you doing too much moments of the season. I'm gonna run them down one more again. So number 5. hey, Cousin Kirk.
Cousin Kirk.
You know, we ain't never canceling Kirk. Number 4, the African Angels. Paula, listen, I canceled you a long time ago, but now it's official. You never,
official.
That's it.
ever,
She'll
Signed,
never
sealed,
return.
and
ever
delivered.
coming back. Number 3, Gorilla Glue Girl. Yeah.
Make your money, honey.
Make your money, honey.
Curtis said, y'all better reminisce.
Okay. And will. And number 2, Dirty Cops in general. It's just heartbreaking, so I'm going to keep it moving.
Sick of
And you never get
Just
any rest.
Sick of it. And number 1, COVID-19. And it's still showing out because
Yeah,
we didn't
it's
even
still.
touch on the vaccines.
No, how about,
it's
or
just too
even the
much.
new strand. There's a new strand of it.
Yeah.
And this is why, I'm not even going to get into it. And this is why I ain't playing with y'all. Y'all ain't about to shoot me a million times while you trying to figure it out. Y'all
Telling
figure
you.
it out.
Okay.
And then I'll come around.
Listen, my doctor tried to hold me hostage yesterday when I went to get an allergy test.
Yeah, doctors are getting real with it.
Give you a
She's
vaccine.
like tried to make me get the vaccine, and it was like the Johnson & Johnson. I'm like, girl,
If I'm going to get it,
listen, I'll take a shot of bleach before you give me that Johnson &
Put a
Johnson
little bleach
talcum
in it.
powder.
not the talcum powder. My goodness. Well, that's been your top 5 you doing too much moments of the season. And again, this is our last show right here on WGLB, at least for the summer. And we definitely want to leave you with your kingdom solution. So we've been talking about our overall theme. I got to go all the way back to the top to try to remember.
Don't forget.
Yes,
what
never
God
forget
has done.
what the Lord has done, right? And so as we're reminiscing and thinking about these things, some of the stuff that we hated, some of the stuff that worked, in the middle of it all, we made it through. If you're listening to this show, my God, what has he done for you? We're still here. And so the word of God says in Psalm 77 and 11, I will remember your great deeds.
Yeah.
Lord, I will recall the wonders you did in the past.
Yes,
so
Lord.
when you get to those places and those moments where you want to complain, where you want to talk about all the things that didn't go right, I need you to remember his
Father,
great
thank you.
deeds,
Yes,
my goodness,
Lord,
and
thank you,
recall
God.
the wonders of what he has done.
good.
If he did it before, he will do it again.
Hey.
There is a plan and a purpose. Well, I've been your girl Iberia, and this is
Cherie.
and
Teach.
It's Don Holder.
okay.
Oh, we got to get fancy.
And we are your Saved in the City radio show crew. We'll be back in October. We love you guys. Be blessed.
We
Be
out here.
blessed.